dog barks. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's completely fine.
Dan's gonna be getting home in like an hour.
We are all about animals, so.
So he might.
You said your what's getting home in an hour?
My man.
Oh, good shit. Nice.
So it's gonna be like.
Hopefully he'll just run out and not bark, but he's a barker, so he might.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a girl in my life. You know, it's
like
not going that well.
No, time will come.
It is hard.
Well, I mean, like a relationship status. It's not like a.
Fish, my guy.
Yeah, I feel like talking to my friends that are like dating now. It's like it's a trip. I've been with the same dude for 6 years, so. I've never been on Tinder or like Bumble or anything like that.
Yep. 6 years. That's one more than 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell my story then.
Let's hear it.
All right. So give me some backstory on Liggins' little post on Facebook.
Man.
What up, bro?
So when he meant by he should have attacked the wrong monster. All right.
Oh wait,
I have this card.
Didn't read that. I read.
No. Okay, so he decided that he wanted to be ballsy and take me on in Yu-Gi-Oh. So I was like, all right, bet, let's do this. And he had, what do you have? The Magicians?
I had Dark Magician and Ebon Illusion, both 2,500. I can't even. Whatever. The important thing to say, I'll take it away.
All right, so that he decided to play out that card. That was a fusion card, I believe, and 2,500 attack points. And he had me set up to lose, right? So these guys told me not to believe in the heart of the cards, and I don't believe in it, but I believed yesterday. I top decked a Destiny Hero card, and in my hand, I already had Destiny Draw. If you guys don't know what that does, I use that spell card, I dump a Destiny Hero, and then I draw 2 cards. When I tell you God was working that day, I discarded. When I discarded, did you too?
Oh.
Stratos and Poly to my hand. It was like God was like, here, clap. I was like, okay. So I played Stratos. You already know what's coming next. Stratos can either destroy a trap card or spell card or search. I decided to search. Guess what I'm searching for? I'm searching for Elemental Hero Liquid. And you already know it's about to pop off. So at that point, Liggett is none the wiser. He just says, he just hears me goes like, oh. And he's like, oh, okay. Since I got much, but he got something he wants. And I was like, no, I got everything. I got the game. So I ended up using Poly, summon Sunrise. Sunriser, what he does, Elemental Hero Sunrise. He allows me to get a card called Miracle Fusion. And I can use that card to fusion summon elemental heroes from the graveyard. So I already got 4 elemental heroes in the graveyard. So I use that and I bring out the main man. Absolute Zero. Absolute Zero is the most busted card in the elemental hero deck, period.
This man's over here talking like he's a pastor at church.
This is the nerdiest you ever. Nah, for real. This is the nerdiest see what had happened was type story I've ever heard.
Yeah. So, no, I think this played out before you ended up having Ebon Magician, because you had the Magician girls out, and when I attacked with Absolute Zero, you ended up knocking down my attack points with Absolute Zero. That's what ended up happening.
That's what happened.
Yeah, I was down to 1 card, and then that's how that played out.
This man had like 1,500 life points left, and I literally could have took him out, but I decided, nah, I'll wait a turn, because there's no way he's gonna. His field was empty, right? And I was like, there's no way he's gonna build his field back up in 1 turn. He's got 1,400 life points. I had like 8,000. It was a done deal. And then 1 turn.
What we did not mention, if you destroy Absolute Zero, your monsters are wiped. You have to discard them.
Yeah.
If
That's
you
what I was
destroy
gonna
him.
say. Wasn't
No,
that on
that's
the
not the way
show?
it works. Yeah, but that's not Absolute Zero never showed up in the show. But
Never?
how Absolute Zero really works, because I said it the way Liggett thought. What Absolute Zero actually does, if he leaves the field, period, you have to remove those monsters.
It's busted.
So Liggett decided to banish my card, and he was like, "Okay, I'm good." And I was like, "Dude, you banished my card. You didn't do damage to me. So now clear that, please." And he was like, "What is going on?" And then that's when I had that top deck situation. I had it twice. I got an Absolute Zero the first time. The second time, I had out just Stratos by himself. He attacked into me. I had 500 life points left. I was like, dang. All right.
And now that Sento feels good about himself, you know.
Oh man. All right, let's go ahead and hop into it. We set the
Reach
energy.
around, give yourself a pat on the back. Come on.
Wait, real quick. There's also that elemental hero card that destroys all your spells and traps. So you can get the combo off with the 0 and the 1 dude, and it can like wipe the whole field.
It's acid miss. I think that's it.
Yeah, acid miss.
Why is it?
Acid.
Why are we
Yeah,
frozen?
real shit. Yeah.
The whole board wipe.
Good.
All right, Tevin. I'm tired of talking about my losses. What we got, Tevin?
All right.
Gotta talk about it.
All right. I'm gonna try my camera one solid time. If it goes out, we done.
Nah, you gotta stay here and stay in that mode.
Where we at? We gonna pop up? Nah, this thing is messing. What we got? All right, we here.
Oh,
Well, it's gonna cut out in like 3 minutes. It's gonna cut out in 3 minutes.
All right.
Oh
But
shit, there he is.
we can
The
get
man
the
himself.
introduction going.
The
All right.
man himself.
Thank you guys for showing up. I really appreciate it. We're in episode 5 of Inperspektev. Try to get this going. We're gonna talk about some anime. Episode 5. We had episode 0, so I guess it's technically episode 6, but we call it episode 5. Yeah, we're just gonna get started with some anime. Talk about a little bit of the WallstreetBets stuff. I don't know if you guys paid attention to that, but
GameStop.
yeah.
Big ups to GameStop. Comeback of the century.
Yeah, for real. But let's go ahead and get started with some introductions just to get everyone acquainted. I'll go ahead and start off. My name is Tevin. I know a majority of you guys, except for our special guests. Just a dude like anime, video games, stocks. I'm a software engineer, so just pretty chill dude.
Oh shit.
Anyone who wants to go next, Liggett, start off with you.
All right, it's your boy Light, aka Liggett Streetfaye. You know, somewhat semi-okay cosplayer. Apparently not that great of a Yu-Gi-Oh player. And I'm just here chilling with my homies, looking to have a good time and shed some light on what's going on in the world. That wasn't a pun. I didn't mean to say shed light, and my name is Light.
Shed some light.
All right. My name is Sento. I am the king of games, if you want to call me that.
My god.
Until Stefan pops up whenever he does. But then again, he hasn't seen me on this one, so we'll see. Anyway, just here to enjoy myself, talk about some animes.
We're Geo.
My turn. Hi, I am Geo. I also go as Sasuke because that's a pretty cool name. I'm a DJ and producer, all around decent human being.
Self-proclaimed.
No, I aim for decent. I just aim for decent, and that's really good right now. Bet.
Nate Kreiser. Oh, and we're dead. All right, we're done.
And we're dead on and no more.
My name is Nate Kreiser. I've been through a lot of shit in my life, a lot of life-death experience. So I'm lucky to be here personally. And my motto is that every day is a gift, and you have to apply yourself and execute to it.
Word. Good words to live by, man.
Nate.
Hell yeah.
He's a philosopher.
No,
Love him.
I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna dive deep in my shit, but I'm just lucky to be here talking to you guys, and I really appreciate the opportunity to be here. And I'm not gonna go rogue like I've been a couple days.
Go rogue.
That man got the slash at his headband.
Yeah.
Alright.
Real quick, shout out. This is my sister's cruise ship line. She worked on a cruise ship for 3 years. She's writing a book's
Move your
coming
face
out.
toward it so I can see it. Let me see it. What is it? Yeah, come closer.
I
if
don't
you
know
can
why
see
I
it.
just leaned in to see it.
Yeah,
I
I'm
like-
leaning in too. I'm
like
like,
squinted.
Yeah.
We all leaned
Royal
in.
Royal
Caribbean.
Caribbean.
Royal
Well, I feel like I heard
Caribbean.
them.
Big bad.
And she's coming out with a book at Barnes and Noble called Genesis within the next 2 months.
Word.
And I
Got
helped
a
design.
book?
I helped design the cover.
You should
Make
tell us more
sure-
about that towards the end.
Yeah,
no
I'm
let us
actually
problem.
see that.
I'm actually interested in that.
Yeah, no
I
worries,
want to.
man.
I want to see the book later in
Yeah.
another episode.
Or we're in our special guest.
Hi everybody, I'm Jess. I'm JessicaFayeAB on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all that good stuff. And I've been cosplaying for probably like 10 years now, at least. And yeah, I love anime. I love video games. Well, certain video games. I love cartoons. Those are like my top 3
Nice.
pop culture things that I'm into.
Yee.
Word,
And that's
word.
why she's here because.
And that's why I'm
games.
here.
Yeah.
And I've known Light for like what year do you think we met? Like 2012?
Yeah, it was either 2012 or 20. I want to say it was the first year Wizard World was in St. Louis.
Yeah.
So I want to say it was either 2012 or 20. It had to be 2013. I'm pretty sure it
Okay.
was 2013.
2013. Then
And
that's
you
when we
were
met.
Black Canary.
Yes. And
Was it?
I'm actually thinking
Was
about
it?
bringing
Was that
her
the
back.
first year? Danny keeps talking about bringing Mystery Machine back, but
Yes.
Oh,
That
okay.
mystery machine was fire.
Yeah.
Sick.
We gotta bring up an old pic of that.
Dude,
You could
when I
definitely-
seen
I think I
that, I
have
was
one
like,
of me and you.
yes.
Somewhere in that. And I have one of me, you, and Ivy Doom Kitty as well.
yes. I still have it on my Instagram when I want to feel important. And I see you up there climbing them numbers. I like to. Oh look, hey,
My
I
man's
know
hurt.
this like super great, super popular
Oh my
person
gosh.
right here.
I don't feel like I'm popular.
It's the IG jumping right now.
I started
IG
really
is
putting
jumping.
work into it the last couple of months, though, I will say.
Nice.
I can definitely tell. Like you definitely doing your thing. I respect the hustle and I respect the grind, and I'm happy to see you thriving.
Thank
Right.
you.
Word,
That's a
word.
big word. I
And
like
thank you guys all for having me on your show. I'm so excited. And hopefully I don't say anything too weird.
Hey, we.
that's what we're here.
I was about to say, I like the
Did you not-
weirdness. Anything
Did you
weird
not
is
see my
good
man
to
Nate
me.
Kreiser? My man Nate Kreiser show is weird already.
I was like, I am completely okay with weird.
Here, that's how
Actually
we
turn
are.
this back on. All right, let's go ahead and hop
Cool.
into it. Brought some memes. Last time I had some
You got
memes,
memes?
but half of y'all weren't here, so you know,
Wait, let me watch the stream. Hold on.
always gotta put y'all on blast. But
Whoa.
anime memes and tings. Try to get
I love-
everything related to whatever topic that we're talking about on day. So
I love that team.
tings. I think I actually stole that from you.
You did.
All right. So pretty much I have everything lined up as what I want to talk about, pretty much our outline. So the first thing I kind of want to jump into, which we'll get to after we get through all these memes, is the whole stock situation.
Stonks.
It's freaking crazy, dude. I don't know if you guys got into it or not, but I threw a wad of cash at that.
I wish I had
Hell yeah.
Dogecoin up. Dogecoin is going to the moon right now.
I
I'm proud
actually
of
need to double check on that, like right now.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely peeped it. I didn't catch it. I wasn't probably like watching it unfold as much as you were, but you know, I definitely caught all the updates on like Twitter and whatnot, and you know, Facebook and whatnot.
Yeah.
So throughout the
I
day,
dove
just
into
because
the Reddit
I was at
group.
work.
I dove into
So.
the Reddit group WallstreetBets.
Word.
I was
Dude,
like,
it
who's
is
popping on this?
dangerous in there, dude. That stuff had me so. I was dying,
like,
dude.
what's going
I
on?
was rolling, dude. I was so hyped this whole week, though.
I found out because of work. My supervisor, she was like, "Do you know why GameStop stocks are rising?" And I was like, "No, but I could find out." So I looked, and I seen that had to do with Reddit. So I did a deep dive into Reddit, and I was like, "WallstreetBets." Oh shoot, maybe I should consider doing this. I was like,
No lie. Before the day
squeeze,
was
bro.
over, I had Robinhood downloaded on my phone just to see if I could get me a little piece. But
Yeah. No.
My
They
man
froze all
bought
that
some.
shit.
Yeah,
They
Oh,
froze
yeah.
it all.
they canceled all the stuff that was happening.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like. They basically broke the law. I mean, you can't be doing that.
Well,
Seriously.
they kind of had to, otherwise they would have been able to pay out people money. So,
Yeah, that's
like,
illegal for
like
them to
it
do that.
makes
That's
sense, but at the same time, it
nah, it doesn't make sense at all. That's illegal,
They're
man.
catching that class action lawsuit. And here's a Bernie meme that I'm really enjoying.
Oof, I love Bernie.
This, I was, man, is it? Oh no.
Look at me this video, and I was just like,
Oh yes.
No. Yo, come look at this meme. Yo, this daughter's funny.
Can I do this? Can I put this on here?
And yes,
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
mom.
quickly.
We
Look
already
at-
we in here. We live.
No, look at
Not my Kickstarter.
wow, wow, wow.
So excited.
Dude,
Yeah.
the Kermit memes, dude.
I don't even know what you guys are looking at.
Uh,
I can't see it.
Kermit
can't see
memes
it?
are great. They're like timeless.
Yeah, pretty
Clicked
much.
on the stream.
dude.
I'm smacking the button with the stream.
Yo, I'm gonna need you to send me the last 3 memes. To send all 3
I got
of the
I
last
got you. I got you after the show's
I,
over.
want, I need all of those.
And
And
then
this wall, this is disrespectful. I hate seeing
when
this.
you're strong, but everyone
Oh.
prefers orange, dude. It's true
Oh, no.
though.
As you can
Called
see, I'm
out.
Dude. Gio, I know we agree on this one. I think look at you
This
said
one-
this too. But Garurumon, if where Garurumon was the mega form,
That's what I'm saying.
it
yo.
should have
I'm
been
so
the mega
tight
form.
about that.
It didn't make
He
any
should have been the
sense.
damn Mega.
yeah,
He was
that
so
is-
much
Where
cooler. He was so much cooler in his ultimate.
Ramon is just so much cooler.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, where Guru Ramon just has an overall better aesthetic than Metal Guru Ramon.
He
in my
had
opinion.
like ripped jeans and a leather glove on. Like he was a badass. Like he wanted to.
How would you guys feel about
I just seen Metal Greymon. It was like, oh, we should do a Metal Greymon.
Yeah.
We should have done that like 2 evolutions ago. What are you talking about?
yeah?
It,
like-
it made more sense to be Garurumon than Metal Garurumon, and then where Garurumon. But you know, it is what it is.
You know they hate us.
How do you guys feel about the Rock playing
That would be.
playing A?
It would be aesthetically pleasing if he was A because he's big as shit.
Would he have to do the people's elbow and rip off the gauntlet?
Yes, I would say. Hit him with the kick.
Alright.
Throw the gauntlet. Oh my gosh.
I feel like they would
Yeah.
toss that in there.
That'd be so funny, dude.
Okay. Oh my god.
But him liger bombing people would be pretty dope.
Yeah.
I can't
That would
see
be
this,
funny.
and I'm upset.
If a girl shows her name, then that was
You
her
can't
mistake.
see it.
It's a good one.
Look at, can you
Why
see it?
can't you see it?
Can you see
Yeah,
it?
I
Look
can
at.
see it.
How do you get it on there? Because you're looking through your phone, right, Senta?
Are you
Yeah.
watching the stream?
So,
Watch the stream.
I'm click. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. And all
then
I
you
see is
can
anime and
press-
teens.
No, watch the stream
In Discord.
In Discord.
I'm sorry.
I got you. I'll scroll back
Where's
for
the
you.
stream?
You can roll through them. You see it?
He said, "I can't see it." We laughing for like 8
We're
minutes now.
No, I literally said I can't see anything, so I'm just gonna sit here.
He's just been engaged. That's all he's been engaged and he knew which meme we were talking about. He's a nerd for real.
it's like being around
There you
Levi. Always wear your hair down.
Wear your hair.
Wear your hair down.
That's funny.
Mm.
Oh man.
There we go.
Alright, let's get started, bro.
Oh, you just got
Oh,
it up
you're-
now?
Oh,
No, I'm just looking at the stream on Twitch.
Oh, okay.
oh my god.
Hurting me. I'm gonna just scroll through them, then you can like see it once it pops up.
Did you guys see that Bernie's selling T-shirts of him embroidered with the mittens?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And he's like donating all the money to charity that
he
he's making.
sold
with
out. He sold
Yeah,
out
he
of his
sold
first run of them already. All crew necks.
all group.
Yes.
What's wrong with
Yo,
I wanted to get one, but they were gone.
exactly. I was on top of it.
I was like,
I was-
Bernie on this hype beast shit.
Alright.
I saw that and I was like, big bet. If I saw on Reddit an hour ago, I got here early. It was still sold out. I was tight.
And you know those are going to be on StockX and stuff for like $100.
Bro,
Eventually,
I'm
yo,
dead.
there's gonna be a crew neck
You-
going for 2,500, and somebody's gonna buy that with the stimmy.
Yeah, somebody's going to buy that. It's not going to be me, but somebody will.
Alrighty. On to the next thing. Doing the memes. Pretty much what we were just talking about, the stock stuff. I don't know how deep you guys want to get into it, but I can go ahead and give you my point of view on this. So yeah, I don't know where I actually first seen it. I already knew about WallstreetBets and all that, but like I didn't dive into the Reddit thread or anything like that. But I remember my dad, because my dad's pretty big in stocks. He was like, "Yo, go look at GameStop, like they're at like $55 right now." I was like, "Oh snap, what the crap is going on?" And so then I dove into it. I was like, I don't think it's gonna go up more, because like usually I'm pretty risky with my money. And then
You risky?
yeah, dude, and then realized it went up to
You-
like
you better- you better
$300 the
be
next
careful.
week. And then I actually like started to hop in after that. Not on GameStop, but I got in on AMC and Nokia, and then I bought some Dogecoin the
Yeah.
other day. So
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna let this week play out and see where it goes, man. It's gonna be.
Did you make any money? Did you make
Uh,
any money?
if I would have sold, I would have made, like, when I bought the Dogecoin, within like the next 2 hours, it went up by like 100%. So I could have made like $1,000 off of it. But I'm
Did
just
you?
holding on to it and just waiting until it, because it's supposed to be popping off this week. Like people are trying to pump it up to get it to $1, which I don't think it's gonna make it to $1. But it's
Well, what is it at right now?
like 4 cents. So if it makes it to $1, it's gonna be like 25%. Or wait, no, I'm
No.
lying.
That's
2,500%.
That's
Yeah.
25,000. No, 2,500. You're right.
Yeah, 2,500%.
Let me throw some change.
It's gonna make it up to at least 10 cents.
Dogecoin to the moon,
Dude.
boys, to the moon.
It's freaking wild.
Yeah, like I said, I really didn't get too into it because trying to talk about anything news related or politics at work is a no-go for me. But you know, I was just kind of paying attention to the updates as it was happening through like different people posting different stuff and different headlines breaking and whatnot. And so I was definitely interested to see. And then I kind of started to do a little bit of a deep dive. But Reddit scares me.
Me too. I second
What is-
Reddit
I don't know
is
what it is. I don't
it's
even
a
know what
dark
Reddit is.
place on the internet.
Reddit?
It really
It's-
is.
You just
It's
gotta
like-
dip a toe. And
It's a toe in, yeah.
Is it like
You
a
figure
big
out
thing?
Reddit. Big
I
time.
know.
Oh man.
It's like Tumblr's older brother that went to college and just like came back. And what?
And took
And
too much
fucked
Adderall and
4chan.
smoked too much weed.
Smoke that wrong weed.
Pumped up with Adderall.
Yeah,
Nothing
it's
wrong
definitely
with
it.
Adderall, but
it's a more easier access, uncensored Tumblr. That's exactly what it is.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
It gets
It's
really
Tumblr that's
degenerated really fast.
Yeah.
It's Tumblr with a
No,
staunch.
there's some intelligent people out there. You get some good information.
I'm not
Oh,
saying
you
like
Yeah.
intelligent, so that's where I get all my
Here,
news.
since we're talking about it, I saw this. Can you guys see this meme?
hold on, let me blow
What
it
is
up a little
this?
bit.
Since we had
Oh.
memes up.
Financial advisors, GameStop,
Yes.
seriously, stock to invest your life savings with Reddit. It's new. It's nice about. Oh, what is that? It's not about money. It's
It's about sending a message.
Sending a
So
message.
sending a message.
Yeah, it's
That's-
not about the money.
yes.
It's about
That's what that's what a lot of people are pushing too. Like these
Yeah.
hedge funds
Yeah.
are just
Like-
clapping people up in the market, and so
Yeah,
it kind of makes
Yeah.
sense.
Wow.
Somebody
I
got
think
in
it's
there.
really
Yeah, it's a,
interesting.
Somebody got in there and was like, air them hoes out.
Honestly.
Air it all
I think
out.
they were just trying to push the 1%ers back, like show
Yeah.
'em who's boss.
Yeah.
It's like, that's basically like,
Nice.
oh, don't play with my money now. And it
Pull
was like,
yourself
oh,
up with
Right.
your own bootstrap.
go play with.
They start
Go play with
pulling
us, we'll
their
play with you.
bootstrap.
You know the
they
Players
didn't like that.
And they were like,
No.
hey there, bucko. Calm down. Hey, whoa.
It's
you got
wild though.
money?
I think it's like, I don't know. It's something to see. That's for sure.
Mhm.
13. My man lost 13 billion. And they were just
Good.
like, he was like, yo, Robin Hood, shut it down. Shut it off.
I think it may have had something to do with like hackers at first, and then they got honest, innocent people involved in it, and then at that point, who's really to
Basically.
blame? He said they didn't know any better. He said, "Oh,
They ain't know
it's
no
popping
better.
off now. Jump on."
Yeah, for real.
Right.
That's
I
exactly
mean,
what it
honest
is.
And what
innocent
really-
people still want to make money, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like
what,
the.
what really
Let me go
what really interests me
Go ahead.
is I know that I know that Robinhood is gonna have a class action lawsuit, but
Oh, they
what's
already got it.
interesting is that
Got it.
oh, why? Okay, I haven't been watching all the
Oh, they on
updates,
their ass.
but
Go ahead,
Next
Liggett.
day.
but what interests me is the fact that like the White House and like like the FBI and stuff, they made statements saying that they were investigating like all the people who were like buying GameStop stocks and whatnot. And I'm like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna go like track all these people down and arrest them? Like that's like the fact that the fact that the legality of all this is being questioned just because we made some rich people butthurt is kind of irritating to me. Yeah.
It's definitely going to
Yes.
be
So
irritating, but realistically, this is like the perfect scam because it's like when everybody was doing the hey, give me $100, and as soon as we get 8 people to get $100, you get $800, but it actually works out for everybody.
yeah,
Yeah.
I just don't want. Like I appreciate um I appreciate people like being able to kind of stick it to the man, stick it to Wall Street or whatever. Like I'm all for that. You guys know I'm all for that. I just don't want this to come back down on regular people and negatively. Like I don't want like boom boom, hey, it's the FBI knocking on your door and trying to like take you away
Really
for
doubt that
buying
can-
GameStop
Well,
stock.
That's not going to legally happen.
it's either going to be that or they're just going to get their whole account
You
blown
guys
up.
can hear me, right? You guys can
Yeah,
hear me?
yeah.
Yeah, like
Alright,
you
cool.
can't actually do that too. That's literally the system. They reworked the system, and that's what happens all the time. It just that hasn't happened in
Yeah.
this scale. It's the internet, man. Internet people are wild. Like my man's was
Yeah.
really out there Naruto running at what was it?
Area 51.
Area 51. Like people
Oh,
there was like
yeah.
there were mad people that went there still. The internet
Yeah.
caused that to happen. You don't think they were just like, hey guys, you can get a lot of money if you buy GameStop stock. And they were just like, what? How much is it? It's like 0.00072 cents. And they're just like, okay, let me buy $1,000. Hey, tell your friends to do that and just look at the numbers tomorrow. What? That
Yeah,
secret
I
gets
just
out,
that's
everybody's doing it. And I was not
yeah,
one of them.
like nah, like I get all that. I just don't want regular people to be affected negatively by this just because 1%ers are in their feelings right now. That's all I was getting at.
Well,
You know
like
what I
Thing
mean?
as I
is,
said, I think either way is going to happen. Like
it's
there's
gonna
gonna,
be one of two things. They
people are going to
leave us
be either
alone
holding the
or
bag or the hedge
or
funds that actually do benefit some people that invest like their IRAs and all their retirement funds. They're going to be negatively affected. So someone's going to get hurt regardless if
Yeah.
we
that's
plan
very
on it
true.
or not.
Yeah, it's big tech and hedge funds are, like you said, are just crying because they're losing, and then citizens are winning, and they got all mad. Like, dude, this is stock market. Like, people win, people lose. Like,
Yeah,
it's kind of like you're playing a bet a little bit.
yeah. Like you're taking a
Yeah.
risk. You're supposed to know that you're taking a risk by going in. So
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they were losing money, and they were crying, and they're like, "No, dude, this is how the market works. Like,
Right.
throwing you up. Like, and they shut it down. It's illegal to do that. Like, if I'm losing $1 million, they gonna shut it down for me? No. Yeah,
it'd be a great time.
yeah. I mean, that's all I have to say, really.
Yeah. All right. Cool. I think we
All
beat that
right.
to a pulp.
Yeah.
Is there anything else in the news that you guys seen? Like, it doesn't have to be anything hardcore. Something lighthearted.
Um.
I'm like, I don't really watch the news. Isn't that's terrible?
Yeah.
But
Or is there any nerdy news or anything else?
Nerdy news.
Because otherwise, we're
oh,
just gonna shift.
What's the nerdy news? Y'all tell me.
any nerdy news?
Look, you got anything? Anything you want to bring
I know
up for
they got
news?
some.
The only news thing I have at all is the whole the CDC thing with the public transportation.
Let's talk about it.
Uh,
What you got?
so basically the CDC came out and said that they're going to make it a federal crime to be on any kind of public transportation without a mask on. So
Big.
you can't fly without a mask. You can't be on trains, no subways, nothing. Taxis. I guess Ubers and like Lyft would count too. But,
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so the CDC and what they're claiming that they wanted to do this earlier, but apparently Trump was in the way. And now they're saying that there's going to be exceptions for this rule. Basically, if you're hearing impaired or if you're talking to somebody who's hearing impaired, you get a pass because obviously you have to use your mouth to lip the words so they can
Yeah.
read your lips or whatever.
Oh,
But
that's-
I'm kind of curious because I feel like people are kind of going to take advantage of that just the same way that
Huh?
Huh?
yeah, like basically people are going to take advantage of that the same way they've been taking advantage of the whole oh, I have a medical condition so I don't have to wear a mask inside your store thing.
Yeah.
People have been doing that. So but I think it's important. I mean, a lot of this stuff might seem silly to a lot of people, but we definitely do have to. We got to do something different to get this thing back under control. You know, we never had it under control, but you know, we gotta. You know, I think it's a step in the right direction.
Mhm.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's like
Oh,
I just don't see
don't
the
know
issue
how-
people have with wearing masks.
Yeah. What were you saying, Jess?
I said I don't get the issue like why people don't want to wear masks. I mean, I understand if you're talking to someone that is deaf or can't hear, I get that, but like I don't understand why people have such an issue with it in the first place.
It's
Well, and this is just me
Can't
being
breathe.
encroaching on my liberties.
Yeah.
No, that's a
People say
simple reason they can't
I
breathe.
get that. I
And-
get that.
and it
but,
doesn't
like,
it doesn't work anyway. So that's what it
protecting,
is.
Yeah.
protecting people is
Um,
as easy as wearing a mask. Then some people should be like, all right, bet if that's all I got to do. If that was 60% of the problem and that's all I got to do, we'd still have people saying, nah.
Nah.
If it was like, hey, this will be done in 2 weeks if you just put your mask on, we'd still have people saying, nah.
Yeah, you're right.
Guaranteed.
Hey, you know what, Jess? It's funny, and this is just me being facetious. But you know why we probably don't have an issue wearing masks? Is because we're used to wearing costumes and being
That's
hot.
fair. And I mean, I've gotten some really cool masks.
That's the thing. If you've ever
It's like a fashion
worn
thing now.
costumes or went to raves and you was
Oh yeah,
wearing a mask,
raves. Oh, it's been a long
Yeah.
time.
people just being there like, no, I can do this all day.
Yeah, I live for this
Yeah.
shit. Oh, sorry, I don't know. Can I cuss?
You can. It's all good.
Oh,
I've been cussing. I have been.
maybe I
Those
haven't. I
men-
just didn't
those
know.
men eloquently, they don't even notice. I'd be like, ooh.
But that's all I got as far as news is concerned. So I'm kind of interested to see how that's going to play out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They're saying it's going to be a federal crime, and I guess there's definitely going to be that first person that you know decides to get belligerent or you know just really difficult, and somebody's going to get made an example out of. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's inevitable.
Yeah, I feel like
And
Biden's
I'm-
gonna be pushing against a lot of people, or at least having people in place.
I bet it'll be somebody.
Yeah.
I wonder what state the first
Yeah.
federal.
Florida.
is gonna do it
Florida,
first.
Florida.
Florida, 100%.
Florida, Texas.
Florida ain't gonna change for nobody.
What's wrong?
All of Florida is like Philly, Baltimore, and New York combined.
You
Florida's
said what's wrong
reckless.
with Florida, Nate?
But in the jungle, in the marsh.
Like a lot of crazy stuff be going on in Florida. Like there was the bath salts thing way back when.
Oh,
People
I
having
mean,
pet
like-
alligators and whatnot.
There's a meme.
I will
That's,
say this.
there's
I
a
will
meme
say
that's like,
this for how lawless and
Go ahead,
reckless
go
Florida
ahead, Nate.
is.
Go ahead, Nate. Go ahead, Nate.
Go ahead,
there's a meme that's like the whole Iranian army versus one Florida guy on meth.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Florida man takes it. Florida man in
No.
love.
And if you're Nate, if you're ever bored one day, just get on Google and literally just look up news headlines and then just put like Florida man and just look at all the wild shit that you see.
My dad lives in Florida, like the St. Augustine area, which is pretty chill. But there's like, I think like Scientology's in Florida. There's a lot of crazy shit.
Yeah, they
There's
got
a lot of crazy shit in Florida.
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Florida's just aggressive.
You got
Y'all,
any news,
I
Cinto?
know y'all have done the look up your birthday and put what is it? Looking up your birthday and put Florida man.
I
What
haven't tried
tournament
that.
do you want to say?
I'm about to check that one
Do that
out.
real quick. Let's do it. Look, pull up the
You
pull up
want
the
me to do
screen.
that?
Yes, do that right now. All
I'm
of our
down.
birthdays, and we can see what Florida man or woman was up to.
Alright. So,
What were
On
they
those
doing in
days.
So,
Florida?
you guys know anything good on Netflix? I'm about to rip some Netflix while I'm on here.
You don't watch Netflix right now, me.
bro, you got time other days. Come on, man.
Boy.
No, I'm just having no background.
It's
Like,
like
and just
your
like
birthday and then what I got? What is my
Wait.
birthday, bro? 11.
What is your birthday?
Chill out. Is it just the
Don't know
day?
your
You don't
own
need the year?
birthday?
Do we not need the year?
I mean, there's
No,
probably
not the
something for
year.
every year. It's Florida.
We don't want
Yeah.
the- I mean, we could put the year.
I
on
love
your
how
top
every a lot of sitcoms and cartoons and stuff have a Florida episode. Like Bob's Burgers has a Florida episode. Broad
Burgers
City
one
has a
was
Florida
so-
episode. What's always something in Florida, like vacation or whatever,
Wait,
and
does my
crazy
wife
shit
and kids
always
have one?
happens.
Florida man makes
My
himself a
wife and
snack
kids.
while robbing Taco Bell. What the
What
heck?
episode of? What's the damn show?
Is
I'm
that on your
thinking?
actual birthday or?
This is
Big
on
Mouth.
just the day. Let me
The
see.
Big
Okay.
Mouth Florida episode though? With cousin Steve's
I think
cousin?
this is
Florida
this
man.
is too far behind. I can't do it.
What-
What's another birthday? I don't know everyone's birthday. Gio's is in November.
August 5th.
August
August
5th.
5th.
Oh, shit, okay.
Here we go. What we
So
got?
there'll be some good ones. It gets extra hot down there. People get extra
It
crazy.
gets extra hot.
It's extra
First one?
hot. That's how you know
What's that
people are
first one?
crazy
What's
in
the first
heat,
one?
do crazy shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Attempted rape. Okay.
Wow.
No, that's for January
I
1st.
wanna
It's
go
saying
to,
go up, go up, go up, go up, go up, go up.
I
No,
want
this
to
one said. Oh, last visited.
Yeah, you don't got
There's
the
a whole
actual-
site for this.
There's a whole site for this.
MyFloridaManStory.com.
The meme has had
Yeah,
the
there's
meme has
probably a
evolved
good
into
Reddit group
now
Oh
somebody's
my
job. This is
goodness.
somebody's job to manage this. They have a database now.
Yeah, it's still the
That's
same.
Florida man shit. Oh my god.
This is terrible.
Yeah. Florida man arrested,
Oh.
charged with Queen's attempted rape.
Fuck them. Fuck that.
I think my favorite Florida man
The
story
20th?
is like the
25th.
sorry.
25th. You good?
November 25th.
I think my favorite Florida man story is the one where it's like
Go ahead.
He's
ahead, like it-
wildin'. Florida man who
Uh,
killed wife posted photo of body on Facebook. Convicted. Look at his face.
it was two brothers, and I think it was like I don't know if one of them killed the other. I know they definitely got in a fight, and the headline was Florida man arrested for assaulting brother because he got mad. He got mad at his brother basically because his brother had sex with their cousin on his favorite Dragon Ball Z blanket.
Oh gosh.
And that was the headline. And I was like, yo.
Anybody else?
July.
I know my favorite team, Miami Hurricanes, from Florida, like the 0-1 team, it's the best college football team ever made. You know, ever assembled. With Sean Taylor, rest in peace, Sean Taylor.
So I don't know.
Space.
July 20th. July 20th.
July
Thank
20th.
you.
Alright.
Yeah.
Grove
What's
Short
up?
Trip. Oh no.
Well,
She takes him down.
She takes him down.
Him
You want to
down.
read more? You interested?
You can read more?
And that's what it
That-
says. Read more.
Oh my gosh. I don't have it clicked in. Maybe no, I was clicked.
wait, real quick, what's your name again? Jessica, or
Yeah, you guys can call me Jess.
you have a
Yeah.
strong lash game going on there.
I have
Yeah,
a what?
Lash
lash
game.
Eyelashes.
eyelash.
Oh, you know what? I actually, I got them done, and they are,
Nice.
I've been calling them my
People-
brooms.
Popped
Yeah.
up closer.
My best friend's his girlfriend does lashes and stuff.
Oh, nice. I can't. That's why I took my glasses off. They're hitting my glasses, and I have no contacts. So that's
hate
why
this-
I'm like this
Yeah.
close to the camera because I
Oh.
can't see shit.
You're good. I just noticed that they're like really popping. You know.
Thank
Oh.
you.
Yeah, I
Right.
got you.
T. Well, we free.
I did a little photo shoot before, so it worked out that I actually was like ready to go.
Oh shit, that is you. Nice.
All right. Let's hit some
That's all I do.
a little bit of
Real quick,
WandaVision.
do you have an Instagram? Jessica.
Yeah, it's just JessicaFayeAB.
Jessica Fate.
Faye,
Jessica-
Faye.
We'll put it all. We'll spam her stuff pretty soon. At the end,
Yeah,
we'll spam her
we'll
stuff.
do
Yeah, we'll go through links at the end of the show.
Alright, we're
Okay. As usual, keeping up with WandaVision. I know these two
I'm not.
Latinx
I had to
scrubs.
see if my call was lagging because Nate kept talking, so I had to end it and then reset. Yeah, go ahead.
No worries. Get our weekly WandaVision, and then Leggett just disappeared. Man, I hate y'all.
Oh, where's everybody
Yeah,
going?
I'm gonna disconnect too. You know what?
My stuff keeps lagging up.
I'm good. Dang. I see myself.
But can you
Bruh.
guys
Can you
actually
hear me?
see me talking, or am I just
Your
frozen?
screen is black.
You're a black
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Your
Oh,
screen
so
looks
Liggett took me with him.
Yeah.
That's what
There we
happened.
go.
Took you to the
I
grave,
don't know.
He
man.
took me with him.
That's elemental hero acid right there.
You
I
were
just
trying to,
binge watched
you were moving Liggett to the
WandaVision
shadow realm, but he took you too.
a couple nights ago.
You say you just binge watched it, Jess?
Yeah, I watched the first 4 episodes, but I'll be honest, like around 7 p.m. is when I let myself like smoke as much weed as I want to for the night. So I was a little I need to rewatch them because
Nice.
it's pretty like pretty
Yeah,
intense.
I would imagine trying to figure that out for the first time when you're high as hell.
Yeah. The
What
first
is
3
this?
Yeah,
episodes.
I
at
was
least.
like just kinda,
WandaVision,
like,
Nate?
Wanda, is that a TV show?
Yeah, it's a pretty much a follow up to the Marvel movies. It's supposed to be
Yeah.
Is it
continuing
on
on.
Netflix?
It's on Disney
Call it what
Plus.
you will.
Halloween X? What?
Disney Plus?
Disney
Oh,
Plus.
Yeah.
Nice.
Michael.
Nice.
Yeah.
Michael Myers. Alright. Halloween.
But what are we
just
what's the word? Are we
just discussing, man, what it is.
So
First
I think,
of all-
I think Wanda and Vision, right? So Wanda and Vision.
Wanda and Vision?
Wanda. The theory
Wanda is
is
Vision?
Wanda is trying to
Wanda.
recreate Vision.
Yeah. I can
There's
see that.
Yeah.
From what
So-
I do remember.
Yeah.
The way I think it's gonna end, there's gonna be some major character to come at the end, and I think
Yeah.
it's gonna be just Loki screwing with them. There's gonna be a crossover with the Loki.
With Loki.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be a
That was a
crossover.
Loki show.
Who was Wanda and Vision really close with in the Avengers?
Scarlet Witch?
Oh, but she,
Oh,
well,
that is fun.
She
that
is
doesn't
gonna
work.
work.
Yeah.
I can't even think of anybody
Sage.
because she was cool with Cap. Cap
Yeah.
is old now, or Cap's back in the past.
Yeah.
You saw some of the stuff that they were saying Chris Evans was going to,
No, they did
continue
that.
with
They
him.
did that really fast. So it's not like he could be said dead at this point if it's after the events of Endgame,
Okay.
because
It's
he went
supposed to
back to the
take
past and he
place-
lived all the way up. Because like it
Yeah.
happened immediately, basically.
Yeah.
It's supposed to. WandaVision's supposed to take place like about 3 weeks after the end of Endgame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing
Possibility.
one thing I didn't think about until just now is that we could kind of see some cool crossover with Hawkeye, because Hawkeye is also getting his own show, and Wanda and Hawkeye was basically Wanda's motivation for joining the Avengers.
That's what I was going
Okay.
to say. Hawkeye was kind of big.
Wait, I thought
Yeah.
Hawkeye was gonna
Cool.
be based on Kate Bishop.
I mean, Kate Bishop's going to be prominent in the show, but Clint is still going to be in the show.
He's gonna be training her.
Yeah, so
Okay. Cool.
that could be interesting, just to kind of see maybe Clint will be what brings Wanda back down.
I'm just nervous because like Endgame was such a fucking heartbreaker. I don't know if I want to keep watching. I'm like, you guys
Yeah.
can't do that to me again. Broke my heart.
Man,
Hey,
I don't even.
favorite moment is when Cap ended up grabbing Mjolnir for the first time. Stuttered,
Yes.
cried.
Yes.
Inside.
That I cried.
He did on the
I
outside.
cried when Cap grabbed Mjolnir more than I cried during Iron Man's death scene.
Damn.
Oh, definitely.
All right, why y'all crying?
Yeah, I didn't cry at
Bro.
all. I was just like,
I was hyped.
Oh
Bro, it
man,
was
I cried
beautiful.
like for half
You're a
that
Marvel
movie.
hero. That was. I was just like, yo, it's time. Yo,
I think I'd seen the movie like the third day after it came out. All y'all was trying to see it like as soon as it dropped. I was like, no,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not trying to do this.
Oh yeah, I needed all that. I needed the energy
I
and the
waited
youth
a little
in the
bit
movie
too.
theater.
I don't really like being in like super. Well, this sounds stupid because
Super
I go to
packed theater.
Comic-Con, but like really crowded theaters just aren't my
Yeah.
thing. So I waited.
No,
Yeah.
because people start talking over it. And I'm the type of person that would like to watch a movie, and if everybody like has a point where everybody's supposed to laugh, they'll laugh. Okay.
Yeah.
But if it's like a scene and no reason somebody's just talking or shouting at
I
the
don't get
screen,
that
I'm
a
just
lot.
like,
I don't get that a
Yeah,
lot.
I hate
in
the.
like
I
do
feel
you
I
like
hate
it's
like
just
when
like
you're in the movie theater and always like top left, these people are making out and you're like loud and I'm like, bro, I'm trying to watch the movie, dude. Like, what the fuck?
top,
All you hear is some
It's always
I
smacking.
think
like
they'll do it
straight,
during
top
like
straight top left.
a
It's always
Marvel
top left.
Cinematic Universe movie,
Yeah,
but I
always
think
top
they
left.
would do it
I'm gonna go
at
turn my light
maybe
on.
Twilight or
Twilight.
maybe
Yeah, you would
or maybe
always top
some
left.
horror movie.
you would
Yeah.
hope to see
Or
Big out
Yeah.
spot.
you would hope to
Big
see a
out
bunch
spot.
of
Forbidden Kingdom.
nerds just
Yeah.
chilling.
The
Forbidden
only
Kingdom.
thing, the only thing about Endgame
The
I
Forbidden
wasn't a fan of was at the very end he gives his shield to Falco, is that his name? Or
Falcon.
That
Uh,
ain't Falco.
the black bro with the
Falcon,
red
Falcon.
school shit.
Falcon.
Yeah, I thought he would have gave it to like his buddy, the one dude who like with the iron arm.
hmm
Yeah, I thought he would
Uh,
give it to him, but it
the
still
thing
was.
is, the
Yeah.
thing is in the comics, both Falcon and Winter Soldier both end up taking up the Captain America mantle for a
Uh,
period of time.
okay.
But
Okay.
in the comics, every time Bucky tries to take up the Cap mantle,
AK Winter Soldier.
he basically just kind of agrees that he's not the
Yeah.
same kind of like honorable material that Steve was. Whereas like Sam is more of a pure-hearted person. Bucky has a lot of skeletons in his closet.
Yeah.
So Bucky doesn't really feel worthy to
Okay.
take up that mantle.
Has
If
Captain
you
ever?
guys
bad.
ever,
Go ahead.
if you guys ever like did like watch stuff and like know behind the scenes, everybody like the cast like disliked Captain Marvel, the character. Like if you watch like they're talking about how she was like really made people uncomfortable and was like stuck up and like yeah, like a lot of people in the cast didn't really care for her. If you like read
I,
stuff,
I think
Really?
it's a little bit it's a little bit of both because you gotta take that stuff with a grain of salt sometimes because like yeah she might be cocky in person, I don't know because I don't know her and I wasn't there, but at the same time Captain Marvel was the first like female led MCU movie
yeah,
that was just like for a solo character. So Brie Larson already had a lot of people hating on her for literally no reason at all. And if it was me, I'd be tilted. You know, I'd have an attitude because, you know, I just want to come to the field and bring my best. And
yeah,
I already got people like uh trying to count me out or, you know, talk shit on me or whatever. So I mean, yeah, some people said she wasn't pleasant or she was just whatever, but you know, unfortunately, to be a woman under that kind of lens with that kind of scrutiny, it's unfortunate the kind of hate they get, you know, a lot of the time. So I could understand not being all happy and smiley, you know what I mean?
hmm
Yeah.
And then the other thing in universe you got to think about is that because I don't know if you've seen Captain Marvel, the whole premise of the movie is that she's basically brainwashed and she's had her memories manipulated and altered. So she has to figure out who she really is. And
yeah,
somebody compared Captain Marvel to Winter Soldier, right? So both these characters start off the movie as being brainwashed and manipulated by the villains of the movie. But Captain Marvel, if you look at like personality, Captain Marvel and Winter Soldier basically played the same kind of character, but everybody loves Winter Soldier and hates Captain Marvel. And again, I'm not gonna say it's because of gender,
It
but it's
probably
awfully cool.
is.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
The other piece is Winter Soldier was kind of like a villain in movies that he was introduced.
Yeah, he's trying to be
Yeah.
redeemed. But
Yeah.
Captain Marvel had Jude Law in it. and I think he's a very good actor. So that's my-
Yeah.
That's your one.
And then
That's your one
the
win.
one dude, Digimon, the African dude from Blood Diamond. I like him too.
Did you
He's
say
in that.
Digimon?
Digimon?
I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Bro, this man
I
Digimon.
think
said
but I think it's Digimon.
Hey Digimon, hey Digimon.
Digimon, digital
Digital
monsters.
monsters.
Yeah, do you know how to pronounce his name?
I don't know what you're talking
Man.
about.
I have no idea who
It's
you're
the-
speaking about. Yeah.
I'm gonna
I
type
know
that
who he's
in.
talking about.
He's one.
Yeah, we
He's
all
one
knew
of the
Alright.
black.
I knew who you're talking about though.
Thank you.
I need
He's
I
one of
need
the black dudes
One died.
that, other than Idris Elba, that always dies in a movie. He always.
I need
I know who you're talking
He'll
about
be a
now.
main
black
character and die.
dude
Idris
Digimon.
Elba be a main character and die. It's just like, come on,
Black dude
Is it
Digimon.
Agumon? Is that what you're talking about?
just look him up.
You
Bro,
talking about Agumon?
He's
bro,
like,
oh my god.
Oh, he's talking about an actual person.
Yeah,
oh
I
my
know.
God. He's talking about an act.
It'll be a black Agumon.
Man,
What is his name?
y'all crazy.
In what movie?
Ah,
It's like
he's in Captain Marvel. He's also in Guardians of the Galaxy, the first
Guardians
one.
of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. This is,
Mm.
is this who you're talking about?
He said Captain Marvel black. I can't stand it. And then
Hey.
that's how you find out. Oh,
Dude, honestly, that
God,
was the first thing because I just watched it for the first time. I think last weekend with my mom, because like she really likes Captain Marvel. But
Captain Marvel black. Dude.
that was the first thing I noticed. I was like, there ain't too many black people on the planet of Kree.
I did.
I was like, what's going on?
Oh,
I haven't
man.
seen Captain.
We good,
Can
man.
we at least
I'll
get
watch
his
it
name
tonight,
now?
Oh,
Can
true,
you-
true.
It's a
Yeah,
good movie.
We
It's
went,
Yeah.
we went
there-
all this
there's a
way.
lot
We should
of-
at least know the actor's name now.
Yeah.
there's a lot of negative criticism that Captain Marvel gets, which some of
Oh,
it might be warranted, but there's a lot of unwarranted hate that Captain Marvel gets just because it's a female-led movie.
Really?
And
I
it
don't know
was-
about that. I don't know about that.
100%. And it's a combination
I
of
think
it.
Is that
superhero girls
Digimon?
get
Is
a
that
lot of
Gmon?
hate.
I
I
don't
think it's
think so.
Gmon.
It's
It's
Gmon.
Gmon.
I don't think it got a lot of hate. I think it was like really popular because it was the first female character and people loved it.
Well,
But
I-
well, yeah,
also
it made it,
got a
but
lot of
I kind of
criticism
wish they
for
would have
that.
done one about Black Widow. She's like personally like my favorite.
They're coming out
love
with one, I
it.
think.
Yeah,
Are they?
it's getting delayed though because of COVID stuff.
yeah, it was
Yeah,
supposed to come
fucking
out
trailers.
it was supposed to come out somewhere in 2020, but they pushed it back. They kept pushing it back because they didn't think they were going to get the same sales with the
Yeah.
theaters
Yeah.
being empty.
Was it a show or a
Yeah.
movie?
Oh yeah, maybe
It's
they'll
a
have to
movie.
do like
Yeah.
they did for Mulan, and you just like pay $20 to watch it on Disney Plus.
HBO
You would
Max.
not.
They're
If I
gonna
had
HBO
miss out a lot
Max.
on box office because they're releasing
Y'all
them
tripping.
simultaneously. They're going Disney Plus,
I
and
didn't
then
pay
they're also going in the theater. It's like
I don't really
Yeah.
like going to the movie theater though. I like being at home.
I feel.
Is that a Sailor Moon shirt?
hmm
Nice, nice.
Yeah, it says in the
See?
name of the moon, I will fuck you up.
Dang.
Wow.
That is aggressive.
That is a
That is the aggressive
Is that
woman.
I
Gmail
got
or
it.
is that
because
the black lady?
The lady that made it at Comic Con,
That's
she was in like Artist Alley. Like
Big
all her
fat.
stuff was so like kawaii and like so cute. And then this was like in the middle, like this like girl power Sailor Moon. I was like,
Yeah,
I
no
gotta
one,
get that girl.
no one's gonna fuck with you wearing that shirt. Oh my
Yo,
gosh.
Absolutely not.
Remember those? What is it? Tea Turtle.
Yes,
shirts that we used to
yes.
buy. Like I have
Yes.
one with Bulbasaur on it that says, "I will HMO1 you bitch." I was like,
Oh yeah. I remember that.
Yeah.
I was like,
He
and
wasn't the
he
only
had
one with
a.
that shirt.
It was a Bulbasaur with a
A
he
switchblade.
had a switchblade. He had a switchblade in his hand. His eyes were like, oh man, it was reckless.
Bro,
I had to find that shirt.
I always
I
wanted
gotta
to
get that.
buy those shirts.
Yeah.
But on that note,
Jess, I
The one where
feel,
Pikachu
I
uses
feel Jess,
Flash, and it's Pikachu and a.
yeah.
What?
I feel Jess, you're the type of person that would make like makeup YouTube videos of like how to put makeup on or something,
YouTube.
like tutorial videos.
Nah.
The tutorial.
Maybe.
MUA.
not about it.
Yeah.
Alright.
I
What are you about
Yeah.
to show me?
what, yeah, what's going on here? I've never done a makeup YouTube.
Do you even have? Yeah, it's all good.
I don't have YouTube though.
Right? Oh.
Alright. We're
I'm
gonna
gonna
hop
have
into
to
some
do it.
anime since you guys brought up Sailor Moon.
Yeah,
we
just
in
fucking
there.
do it up.
And it is our main topic. So I'm
Fucking
gonna
kill
play
it, man.
this and then we'll talk.
I'm
Play
gonna
Clint
click on
Eastwood.
it so I can see
Let me
it.
see.
Let me put my glasses back on. All right.
Oh wait, I gotta turn this off. Hold on.
Ah,
Wow.
Hold on.
I need the
muted.
sound.
Yeah. My bad.
I will let you destroy my
We were doing the Japanese version. I don't get it.
Watching it because it's not playing for me.
Oh no.
I could see
Yo, I'm
it.
done.
I couldn't
you
hear
all
it.
know
I
that,
can see it,
like,
but
probably
it's not.
smelled so bad, all that melting plastic.
Wait, you guys can't hear the volume for it?
No.
Yeah, I can
Oh.
hear
No,
it.
it just froze for me.
Oh, I'll
Like,
play it
you
again.
I could hear it.
click play and it froze for me.
They hate the
Hold on.
sound.
Hear everybody
destroy my
All right. I don't hear it. I don't hear it. I'm mad.
Yo.
I was hearing it before. Oh, I had it muted.
I can...
Wait, do it again.
Wow.
You kidding me, bro?
Do it again.
Do it again.
Last one.
I will let you destroy my
All right, we done here.
Did you unmute it?
Did I unmute it?
No, just hit to unmute
Oh.
it.
No, I didn't unmute it. I just watched it. It's
Aw.
fine.
You
I'm
gotta
s-
go look it up
I'm
yourself
gonna
now.
save
You
this for
missed out.
later. All right.
That's good stuff.
So
Nate,
that-
what are you drinking? What is that?
it's water.
Right?
All Pinnacle. I'm just playing. It's just water.
Oh, Pinnacle.
My man said.
Just-
Straight to the head.
There's nothing like Pinnacle from a plastic cup. That's
Pinnacle whip from
I'm
the
not
plastic
even really
cup.
supposed to be drinking because of my mental health and stuff, but I still do. It's not like bipolar. You're not supposed to be drinking.
Oh.
I don't drink either, actually.
That's good. That's a wow. That's
I
impressive.
drink.
I just smoke a lot of weed.
Yeah, I'm about to get my
Big bet.
medical marijuana
I also
card,
do
but I
that.
think my family would disown me if I get that.
Nah.
Hey, that's real, man.
That's whack.
It's out there.
Go get it.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
know places that sell it for like
Go
180
get
bucks.
it.
yeah. I feel like if I smoked weed, I wouldn't even drink or anything. I would just rip that. You know, I'm
It's
just
better.
Yeah.
It's
You
honestly
will
cheaper
flatten out
for
into the
you.
couch like on the commercials back in the day.
Nah, that's not
I
true.
always, whenever I smoke GG, I know you can't. Technically, they can't call it Gorilla Glue anymore because it got like.
jeez.
I guess Gorilla Glue had a patent on the name, but I always
Yeah.
say it's Gorilla Glue because it makes me get glued to the couch.
GG4, and you just being there like
GG, yeah, now it's GG.
GG. Game
What
over.
animes do you guys want to talk about? What's some of your favorites?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Gotta
sorry,
introduce
sorry.
it. I know you guys are
You gotta
eager. Be
I'm
eager.
really excited.
I appreciate that.
She was
That's
like,
why you're
talk about
here.
anime now.
Jess
That's why
is
you're
a
here.
Jess is a celebrity guest. Celebrity
Yeah,
appearance.
right. Oh my
Oh yeah.
gosh.
Oh, we have guests. Yeah, we got celeb guests now.
We got special
Yeah,
guests.
real shit. I call it how I see
I'm
it.
really just a hermit that stays in my house all
No,
day.
stop.
There it is.
You're one of
I
the
think
like
at this
got it,
point,
though.
most of us are hermits.
point zero
That is
zero
true.
zero
Yeah.
one girl that likes anime.
2020
Which-
was the
Which I do
free-
want to talk about
free-
that. But
yeah,
let me
we
introduce this
should
first.
definitely get into that.
We're going to
We should
introduce
def-
this. All right, we're talking
gonna-
about anime. We already brought it up, the memes and everything earlier. But this is kind of like, so Jess, if you don't know, I'm pretty sure three of y'all probably don't know the purpose of this podcast. But I want to take all these weird subjects. Anime is not necessarily weird. It was weird once upon a time, but I want to take these subjects and I kind of want to pull lessons and different ideas and what people think about these ideas. And that way people have a better understanding of why, for instance, for anime, why do we like anime? What about anime do you like? You know, what made you get into it? These different type of ideas. So with that in mind, we'll start off with what you said. What's the best anime? Favorite anime, greatest anime of all time. What I like to call the oats.
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 I love it.
So you can go to start us off, Jess.
Okay, so my favorite anime ever is Samurai Champloo. That's like my ride or die. I've probably seen it like 40 times through and through. I have the old ass DVDs from way back when we
Yes.
still got DVD seasons.
Yeah.
Like, that's my favorite, hands down.
That's dope. that
And then-
baseball episode, fire.
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 Never seen all the season. Never seen all the season.
Oh, it's so good.
Go
Yeah.
go watch.
Yeah,
I
I'll
like
find-
how it all, like, the whole story comes together in the last
Is
couple
it on
episodes. You're
Is
like,
it on Crunchyroll app or?
it's, you know what? It's on, I think it's on Hulu even.
Yeah, it's on
fucking-
Hulu.
Is it?
I don't know if it's on
Yeah.
Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
It's
Might go
definitely on
watch
Funimation as well.
True, true, true.
Yeah, it's
All
on.
right,
Funimation.
the next. Oh, what's your next? What is it? Favorite?
So
Out of your
we have greatest of all time,
greatest of all
Yeah.
time.
best of all time,
Best
Wait,
of
what
all
was?
greatest of all time, best of all time, and favorite of all time.
What's the
Jeez.
difference between
What
greatest and
is?
best?
Yeah.
What?
I think we all know
difference
what
is-
the best anime is. The best anime of all
The
time is
difference-
Nope.
DBT. Like that's
Yo,
so,
you're
that's so
funny.
Okay, so the difference between greatest and best.
This girl really said, "What's the difference?" I said, "What's the difference between the greatest and the best?" She said, "Nobody wants to be called a boat."
All right, but what's Jess? What's your what do you think is the best anime of all time?
I already
Me,
said it.
well, definitely Samurai Champloo, but I have like, I kind of have a rotating top 5 list. That's always my number 1. My number 2 is, this is hard, probably Black Lagoon. That's
Okay.
like
Okay.
my
I see why you
shit.
guys are friends. I see exactly why you're friends.
Yeah.
Black Lagoon is Black
Yeah, 'cause
Lagoon
that's
is
what
top
like the-
tier
like the
stuff.
hospital
man.
was
Black
like-
Lagoon is top tier. Like,
Ugh.
that's
It's
I'm
some
not gonna
good
lie,
shit.
it is good. It is good.
Gotta
It is
get
good.
I
crunk
didn't
in a
watch
chair.
it. All of it.
All right,
I'm a
what's
big
your
Ruby
what's,
fan.
who isn't a Revy fan? Let's just be
Stop.
honest
A
here.
what?
Revy.
Yeah.
All right, just
Oh,
go
actually,
ahead.
you know
What's
what,
up?
you guys? We were talking about Florida. Benny is from Florida, actually. The computer
He
hacker
is.
dude.
He is.
Because you got the shirt. You look like you from either there or Hawaii. Pick one.
Yeah, sure. I'm really mad we never
Oh.
got a scene of Rock in that shirt. That
Yo.
Revy got him from the market.
Yes. Yes. You know what though? Like, I do wish we got more Black Lagoon, but I'm also kind of happy they wrapped it up where they did.
Yeah,
So-
I feel like it's very complete. Like, I'm really like satisfied with the ending and everything.
Yeah.
It's
So
good.
what do you
Got a little
Vaguely remember that.
backstory for everybody, so
So,
I was I def-
Jess, you have 3 remaining, right? You're top 5, so you have 3 left.
oh yeah,
That's
top 5. It's so hard because like I kind of swap out like Naruto, Fairy Tail. I love those two like for like longer ones. I love Dragon Ball Z, but I don't watch those continuously. Like I watch a lot of the shorter ones. I'm a big Bebop fan. I'm a big Jormungand fan. I love the criminal underworld. Like that's like my shit.
What was it? Underworld?
Jormungand. It's about an arms dealer, and she takes in a child soldier on like her bodyguard, like her main
I think I
team.
might know what that is. Man.
It's pretty good.
Real quick, I feel like top 5s and stuff. I feel like I mean, we can all kind of agree that like we all have like Naruto, Bleach, Dragon Ball Z, like a lot of OGs up there. So I guess we're talking about like maybe like like the next level, like kind of like your personality of what anime you like.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. Like,
that's-
what is your personal greatest of all time? Your personal
Not
best of all
genre,
time? What's
yeah.
your personal
Kinda
favorite of all
defeats
time?
Yeah.
How's that defeat the
I mean, like
purpose?
Boat.
my
Either a
personal.
boat to goat.
Do you want to be a boat or a boat or a goat?
A bagoat.
Go.
What's
wrong with
your
being a
vote
goat?
though? What's your vote now?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, like definitely favorite, greatest, best of all time for me is definitely Samurai Champloo. But then I really like Psychopath season 1.
I try to watch
love
that. And I
Black-
never can fucking watch that shit.
Hey,
Let her get out of the
finish.
list.
Let her finish, Nate.
Out of here, Nate.
So,
And like you were saying, like, Naruto, Bleach, Fairy Tail, that's probably like on most people's like I feel like most people that do watch anime probably like those or at least have seen them. So that's always like, I feel like those are all great, but in like a different way than like Cowboy Bebop is great for me. It's like a kind of just like a different, I don't even know. I don't know how to like categorize them. But yeah, like the greatest ones for me are, I like more like shorter, like 24, 25 episodes, maybe like a couple OVAs. But yeah, Champloo is definitely like the most complete, best anime ever, in my opinion.
Really? Okay, sorry.
Go ahead, Sento. It sounds like you have a different
I'm not
opinion.
critiquing. I'm just saying, like, from what I've watched, like, I did enjoy the show, but like, I was a little disappointed with the end. But then again, I should have expected the way it would end after watching
Yeah.
it. Without spoiling.
I feel like without spoiling,
Mugen was dope.
Kind of
Mugen
has
was
the
the boy.
same kind of, I don't know. I kind of like the like leave it to your interpretation kind of endings. Like, what do you think happened next?
Right.
True.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't like a happily ever after type ending, but I loved, no spoilers, of course. I loved how the last 3 episodes, like the entire story came together. Like you found out, you know, who all the characters really were, and you found out how impactful they were on like the government and everything that was going on in Japan at that time and shit. So I really enjoyed that.
I feel like Samurai Champloo has like a little Afro Samurai vibe.
Yeah, I think the animators for it, I think they also animate Boondocks, but I might be mistaken.
That's fucking
Do you
dope.
know, Light?
I do not know the answer to that question. I feel like people who have worked on.
I'm almost positive.
I know that I could see the feel kind of being the same though, because Samurai Champloo has such a heavy hip hop influence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
And like I said, the baseball episode that they did in Champloo, they did a kickball episode just like it in Boondocks.
Yeah.
Where people were getting like hit in the face with the damn kickball and getting grayed out. I mean,
yeah.
Well, but then Aaron Magruder, like, he wanted those ideas to like translate because he liked anime.
Yeah.
Loves anime, and he
Yeah.
definitely
Like, that was
watched Mark
fantastic, by the
Magruder.
way.
Yeah, I love all the scenes in there of like them fighting and stuff. And that's another thing I really enjoy about Samurai Champloo is the fight scenes, because like Mugen, the one samurai, he's like all crazy and whatever, so like his fighting style is like breakdancing based, and then Jean is more like traditional samurai based. So I love like that like struggle between the two of them, like who would win. That's it. Who would win?
I love Mugen, but I feel like I only love Mugen because I love Spike. And to me, they're very similar characters.
They're similar in the voice.
My man just disappeared.
And I love that Fu eats a lot. Like, and I like when she like turns all big after she eats a lot. I don't know. I like the mix of like comedy and like realness that show has. I think that's what does it for me. That's kind of the reason why I like a lot of the animes I like. Same with Black Lagoon. Like, there is a lot of funny parts, but it also, like, is kind of like, I don't know. It's just, like, a different vibe. I like, those are my 2 faves, I think.
Sento told me once that he said Black Lagoon is basically just Florida Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Like, Florida Bebop of the Bayou.
Oh my god.
That's disrespectful.
But it wasn't a bad thing. I wish I really remembered the ending of Black Lagoon, because I told Liggett I did enjoy it. I was like, because he let me borrow the box set. He said, no, you're going to watch this. And I was like, all right. So I watched it. And after like the first couple episodes, I was like, all right, this is good. I'm not going to lie. It's good.
So it's like Cowboy Bebop, and then there's Cajun Bebop.
Cajun Bebop.
I like that.
What you got, Gio, for your goat boat and folk?
I'm just gonna do top 3. Y'all,
come on, man.
That's what.
Like, you literally said Samurai Champloo 3 times.
save those. But I get why she says it. I get why she
I
says
get,
it because
I was like, I'm gonna
because
say
it's-
pick it 3
it's
times.
best and favorite. Like I feel like they would be all the three. I feel like they would be the same.
Well, you
Yeah.
don't have to.
I'm with her logic. I'm with her
Yeah,
logic.
okay. Maybe I'm
Let's see.
stupid then. I see your difference, but go ahead. Top three then. We'll switch it up.
Top 3.
What you got,
Me
Sento?
still?
No, you said your
No,
top
I
three
was like,
already.
I'm done.
Sento, Gio,
Nobody
Nate,
knows what I like.
one of y'all.
Ooh, okay, I've done this. I prepared myself for this last week. All right, so and I know I'm gonna get shamed from Liggett. Naruto is probably still my favorite.
Hell yeah.
Hear me out. Hear
Whatever.
me out.
I don't care.
Um,
It's a name.
no, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him on this side.
I know.
So Naruto and see, it always escapes me. I was really feeling Bungo Stray Dogs. I have to look at my stuff.
Yeah.
Man got
Look
the
at my
list.
Okay,
hate
no.
to see it.
One.
Man got it written up on a
Hitman Reborn.
whiteboard.
You got
Hitman
does he have a
Reborn and
whiteboard?
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Does he actually have a
Yu Yu
whiteboard?
Hakusho
I think he's
deserves.
looking at box sets or something.
I think
I like
Yu Yu
you.
Hakusho deserves a top 10 spot in.
I was about to talk
anybody's list.
In
about that.
anybody's
I'm glad you put
I
that there. I
agree.
was definitely gonna talk about that when it was my
Hakusho is
turn.
goated.
Is it-
Hakusho is definitely goated.
Like I
Favorite gun.
I would have Hitman Reborn in my top 5, but it's it's
Talking
hard
about
to
top
get
three.
into.
We ain't
Well,
worried
no,
about it.
I'm just I know. It is in my top 3, but it's like the third. If I were to go,
It's
it'd be
the
Naruto.
definite third.
Yeah, definite third.
Hard
Just because
third.
like the story is like so good. Like it's a, and I'll start there and I'll work my way up. Like Hitman Reborn is like a coming of age story. Like
Well, I want to
main
see your
characters in
whiteboard. Let me see the
I don't have a whiteboard that was made up.
Yeah.
If I had a list, a whiteboard, and a list, and a circle number 1.
Let me look at my
start.
scrolls.
Sento,
Yeah.
Sento. If you had a
Yeah.
whiteboard, would it be one of those like translucent ones that like rocket people, like rocket scientists do, and you can
I
like
could
see
I could
through it?
get
And
one of those.
that's
Yeah.
fucking
That would be dope.
savage.
Like they have
You
that in
look
the
like
Flash.
Charlie from that meme from Always
And then
Sunny.
spin
Where
it.
he's
That's
like,
what they.
I feel like that's what you trying to explain. Like, I
This
like
is
this
it.
anime. That's like,
Yeah,
But
yeah, absolutely.
like, Hitman Reborn is a coming of age story, but it's also like about the protagonist. He is the next in line to be the head of the mafia, and he's being trained to become the leader reluctantly. And
Mhm.
like throughout the whole story, like the first when I say the whole story, on the grander scale, he ends up being more confident. He becomes more dependable. He becomes stronger. Of course, like the typical anime character, but like the growth in the show is like way better than anything I've ever seen, with the exception of having to get through the first 18 episodes of the show. Like the first 5 episodes, I tell everybody, it's like all you have to do is just watch the first 5, you get the gist of the rest, and then just skip to episode 19 because
okay.
it's literally just painful filler, like pointless activities that he's gonna do throughout the day, and then the story takes off at episode 19, where the antagonist finally shows up. His friends get hurt, and then he's thrown into a battle he doesn't want to be into. So that's how that show is, and I'm not trying to spoil about that. Yu Yu Hakusho, you already know what it is. Yu Yu Hakusho
Yeah.
could easily be number 1, but I really like Naruto. But I would dare say I would put them both at number 1 because Yu Yu Hakusho, Yusuke Urameshi is that dude. He has, in English at least, has the best one-liners ever
He talks most shit.
in everything. He's so quotable, And then there's things for everybody. They have, you got the tough guy, Yusuke, and then you got the tough wannabe tough guy, but the guy that everybody really likes, Kuwabara, and then you got the fan
PA.
favorite, Hiei, and then you got Kurama, the pretty boy, the local pretty boy that nobody really want to mess with because he's the strongest out of the group.
Yeah, pretty much.
But the story for Yu Yu Hakusho is self-explanatory.
Yeah.
You don't miss much. Like you can watch the whole show straight through, and even the episodes that seem irrelevant like make sense, and it doesn't slow down. That's what's so good about that show.
Yeah.
That's what's so good. And then when we get to Naruto, Naruto is still like it'll be my favorite. But when Naruto hits the fillers, oh boy,
Yeah.
you have to sit there and just bear with it. He's like, okay, when are
That's-
we gonna find Sasuke?
When are we gonna
Why
come
do-
on, Sasuke?
Why do they even make fillers? Just be like, yo, just come back in like
The-
3
They
or 4
want the
months.
story
and
to
we'll have it.
breathe. They
yeah,
want to keep
it's-
you engaged.
Yeah, they keep you. They try to keep you engaged. Other than that, you're gonna end up like My Hero Academia or Attack on Titan, where you have to sit there, you watch a season, and then you have to wait maybe a year,
Or maybe like 3.
yeah, maybe 3.
Yeah, or 3.
Yeah.
Or 3.
It's like they're trying to get their story together. Honestly, Bleach would have been good.
Yeah.
No. No.
Bleach would have been good. Yes,
No.
look it. If
No.
they
Oh,
had
please.
waited.
Leave it alone.
If they had
Leave
waited,
it
I
alone.
went there. Naruto should have stopped. First part of Naruto should have stopped after Sasuke left, in my opinion. But they decided to fill that crap. There were
How many
You hate to
filler
say it.
episodes were there?
6 seasons of filler in
Yeah.
Naruto.
Really?
And then they decided to go to Shippuden. And then the first season felt like I'm shouting. The first
Naruto?
the first season felt like a filler, even though it was reintroducing everybody. Gaara, you save Gaara, but nobody really wanted to see that because we didn't want to see the Gaara get hurt because Gaara, everybody loved Gaara.
Yeah, I didn't want to
Gaara's
see. I agree.
Sacrifice Gaara for the plot. And then
Gaara's
Gaara
tight.
had to be the first, and then we got the next season. We got what we wanted. This is the Rumble. This is where we see Sasuke come back. And Naruto, what? Oh, Naruto, you can't keep up. You're in training for 3 years. What are you doing?
Goated.
That's basically what it was.
Sasuke went in there and got
And
goaded.
He went in there and got
Naruto-
he got promoted.
No.
Yeah, Naruto.
Naruto went in and got voted.
Oh, voted.
Sasuke was goaded.
See, exactly. You guys get it now. You guys get it now.
Yo, do you guys remember
Naruto come up
the?
clapping cheeks, and then Sasuke come up. He's like, that booty's still shaking after I slapped it. What about you? You like, oh. Just,
What?
Naruto, what can you do? I got shadow clothes. He said, okay, that's cool.
Okay, cool.
I got a fox too. I could call the fox up whenever I
You
get mad.
guys,
Sasuke's like,
And
turn that
Naruto
off.
has his ramen.
No, ramen too.
He got his
I
ramen.
love what
Turn
you
all
said.
that off.
Naruto
Yeah.
goes to eat his ramen. Sasuke come up and blow it off like. He's like, oh,
Yeah.
thanks, dog.
You guys remember the first episode of Naruto when he like spray paints like the Mount Rushmore of the Hokages?
Yeah.
He just he spray paints the fuck. He's one with the universe.
Yeah.
He's,
One with the universe.
All right, but
Yeah.
those are my top 3. I can go all episode about Naruto and Yu Yu Hakusho and Hitman Reborn, but I won't.
Nate,
I'll pass
what's
on.
your top
I'm
3?
definitely gonna watch Hitman Reborn now. I'm like
Yeah.
super interested. I've
I
never.
need to get in there.
First 5 episodes, and then skip to 19.
Okay.
Because you will not make it. I've watched that show 5 times trying to get past episode 10. I got up to episode 10 and I was like, F it, I'm skipping.
So
So
Santa,
it's up to 5 to
Yeah.
episode 19.
yeah. So
Yeah,
Santa,
skip to
real
19.
quick, you name
Yeah.
like your OG 3 you like. Then what's some of the anime you like that not many people know about? That kind of like your personality, or like that really you like.
That not
We'll get to
many
it.
people-
We'll
I
get to
really-
it. We'll get
yeah,
to it.
Yeah, go ahead.
We'll do that then.
Oh.
Go ahead,
okay,
Nate. What's
okay,
your like top 3?
You say my name?
Yeah. What's your
Yeah,
top
you
3?
Nate.
Oh my. So basically, all of my OGs were just everything that was on Toonami growing up, like G Gundam, Roni Kenshin. I love Yu Yu Hakusho, low key Kobyoko. No, but no. So basically, those are all of my OGs. I'm not gonna really count them towards that because they're all of my OGs. I love them. You know, DBZ, like every one of those. So I will just say my top Well, I love Bleach out of like the Power Three, like DBZ, Naruto. Like Bleach really had a thing in my heart. I love the power level. So I have to say my anime that no one likes about. So besides the OGs, I love Air Gear. Air Gear is, if you guys know
You love
about it, I love it so
I remember.
much.
We
It's
know.
about these bros that have like rollerblades, but then they have like they just fuck shit up. Air Gear I love so much, and it's like I pick all the anime that have like an epic first season, and there's no other seasons. But then we'll have like 5 seasons of a girl in like a British maid outfit, and I'm like, what the fuck, you know? But anyway, so Air Gear is like really dear to me. I also like Claymore. Claymore is pretty tight.
Oh yeah, I
Uh,
remember that. It's been a
yeah,
while, but
that was
that was good.
fucking awesome. I'm gonna try to think of some other stuff, but yeah, Air Gear, Claymore, and Yu Yu Hakusho. Like anime, I mean, I've been in like Impatient like 2 times and stuff, and like anime really helped save my life. Like learning like the character, like the moral compass and stuff. It like
Mhm.
really helped me a lot in life. And I'll try to think of some other one. Yeah, Hunter x Hunter was really good.
Yeah.
I love
Oof.
Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah.
Like that, man, like just stuff like that. It's kind of like you can like watch stuff like that, and next thing you know, like 5 hours go by, and like, oh shit, I gotta get out to work tomorrow.
Yeah, for real.
And then I love like Inuyasha's up there. I love Inuyasha. I go to bed just playing Inuyasha. It's just so calming. Just have it on
Mhm.
like repeat. I'll probably think of some other ones I might hop
Ending
in.
is dope. That
What's
Inuyasha
that?
ending is fire.
Yeah, I never really seen it. But I had asthma growing up, and then we had that my asthma thing and all the shit like that. I'm like, oh shit.
Okay,
But
so your
I
top
love.
three was in it. What was your top three again?
So basically, besides all my OGs, like I love Roni Kenshin. All right, so OGs I like Air Gear, and
Air
then
Gear, Veroni Kenshin, and it
Claymore.
yeah,
was Claymore.
yeah. I mean
I like
Claymore.
that.
It's just I'm just naming animes not many people like know about. So I have to say like my favorite are just like Bleach, uh, Yu Yu Hakusho, Rurouni Kenshin, just all the Toonami stuff. And I like the anime Overlord was pretty cool.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
Uh,
But
yeah,
we were trying to get
Overlord.
top threes and trying to get to
All right.
everybody's top three. That's all.
So my top three, I guess, would be Yu Yu Hakusho, Air Gear, and then uh man, it's so hard. I guess Air Gear, uh, Yu Yu Hakusho, and Bleach. Yeah, the anime
Okay,
called Freezing was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I
But
got you. I got you.
Lock
yeah,
and
Alright,
so I
Key,
like,
yeah.
basically kind of like
like, what
said
was
like
yours?
yeah, my top three are just kind of all Toonami. I mean, that's just like all it was. Then I just kind of an anime that not many people know who I really liked.
Mhm.
So it's like all Toonami then Air Gear. That's pretty much.
Mhm.
Word,
All
word.
of Toonami, then Air Gear. Goated.
Yeah, I love Air Gear.
Right.
Alright,
Look at
Mike,
Gio.
Like, okay.
I'll go last because I got a question for Jess.
I-
That's
Alright.
sort of something we kind
Alright.
of glossed over a little bit.
Okay. So my top three. Naruto, because Sasuke is the GOAT.
Mhm.
Very easy subject to have. Second favorite, honestly, I really enjoy. What is it? It's a silly one. Shin Chan.
Wait, what do you?
Shin Chan.
Shin Chan.
He
Hell
freaking loves
yeah.
Shin Chan.
Shin Chan. A man has honor and a peen.
Wait, is
Action
that what I
Bassett
think it
says,
is?
"Put your mouth on a sausage."
Put your mouth on the side.
I was hoping somebody would say Shin
It
Chan.
is
'cause
what I
I'm
thought
Shin
it
Chan was
was.
goat. That man
The
was
fact that
so
you put
funny.
Shin Chan on your top, I'm very disappointed in you.
I never heard of it. I have no idea
I
what
Oh
don't
my
that
like
is.
that.
I have no
I'm
idea
telling
what Shin
you.
Chan is.
Say Shin Chan is
Shin Chan is my
Shin
Shin
Chan
Chan's
is
my
low
boat.
key top. Shin Chan or Shin. I keep saying Shin Chan. Shin
Chan
Chan
is
is low key
Shin
top.
Chan is on my boat.
Wait, is Shin
Naruto
Chan
goat, Shin Chan boat.
like Shaman King?
No.
No, not Shaman
Shaman
King.
King.
Oh,
Never.
that
I know it's like South
Yo,
Park.
you remember
It's
Duel
like
Masters
goofy.
though? You remember Duel Masters?
Masters.
The
Remember
Duel
that
bounce
Masters low key
off.
top 5 too. Duel Masters
Duel
is
Masters
low-key top
low-key
5.
top 5. Honestly, I was wearing the the lavender shirt and the khakis. I was out there wearing at the school.
Yeah, I remember you bought a lavender shirt just because of it.
Oh boy, that was tall T days.
I was trying to figure out how to wear that or play that game.
Tall
I
T
thought it was
days.
so good.
Tall T days.
Tall T days, yo. We all
Tall
do it.
tees and
Tall
baggy
T days,
jeans.
baggy jeans. We had Tim's on. We had airbrush.
Okay, on that note, you said the magic
Yes,
words of the day.
Airbrush.
No,
Oh,
Tim's.
Tim's. Oh my
Tim.
god. Y'all gotta peep this. Y'all gotta peep this. I
Y'all,
found this on the
I'm like,
internet.
Tim's.
the
I'm a
magic
Tim's.
word.
I'm here for it.
Y'all need
hit me with
volume
the
on.
live
Well, you
stream
don't
if
need
want it.
volume, but
I want my volume on.
I don't think there's much to hear.
Nah, I want to hear it all.
All right, go ahead, give it
Y'all gotta listen to.
Oh,
Oh man, brother got on a Timberland turtleneck blouse, man. Look at the shoulder strap. Look at the shoulder strap.
I need to smoke weed now.
You killing me, Nate. Shut up.
Brother got the Timbs tied to the tippy top, yeah, boy. Oh, man. These new humans, man.
Start the video
Oh,
over so she can hear.
Are we doing it good?
He's next.
This is
I can't. It's not even playing for me.
Talking
So
about.
someone goes.
Oh man, brother got on a Timberland turtleneck blouse, man. Look at the shoulder strap. Look at the
That's a
shoulder
tough call,
strap.
I'm not even.
honestly, it was great. I just
Brother
have,
got the
like,
Timbs
questions.
tied to the
It's the
tippy
shoe.
top, yeah, boy.
My hair is a quarter of the length
Oh,
of it.
hey.
open. He cut
These
the
new
shoe in the
humans,
back
man.
and added a hole to it. I know how to make that.
I know. I feel like I'm gonna like upcycle my old Tims now.
Oh yeah!
Take
We're
it.
gonna
Hey,
start
do a
making-
photo shoot and be like inspired by the
Timbs?
Timberland blouse. You know what I mean?
By the Timberland blouse.
Timberland blouse.
Just take meme
Yo.
culture and take meme culture and
culture
take it into
make it-
cosplay.
Yes.
There it is. That's what
Yo,
people do on the
Tim's can
time.
be-
Yo.
Tim's can't be used as battle armor. Just
Tim's are.
Dude, I forgot about a really good anime. When you all
I had
you
a.
guys
I had a.
when all you guys
shoulder,
are
those shoulder
talking real
pads are
quick,
tough.
We'll get to
I'll
it,
give
Nate.
my-
We'll get to it.
I'll give my honorable mentions.
We'll
We'll
when
get
all
to
you
it.
guys are
We'll
done.
get to
They're
it.
leather, bro. I made an outfit. I went to. I had an outfit. It was all Crown Royal bags. All Crown Royal bags.
Yo, anything's possible, man.
Anything.
Anything is possible.
Anything is
Anything is possible.
possible.
Started on that.
Kevin Garnett.
All right, we're getting
Renee
back.
Brown, fuck down.
Back to the May. I guess I'll go since Liggett wants to go last.
He's asking
My
about Tim. So boy.
my top 3.
Give it up.
Ooh, this is hard. I want to say Naruto's on there, but
Wait, I didn't get my last one.
oh, okay, you got it.
Y'all goofy. Y'all trying to shush me.
Oh, boy.
I thought it was Duel Master.
Nah.
Listen to you
Y'all
remember
said
doing that.
y'all said lavender shirt, and I was like, all right, he's done.
What?
No.
Nah, Geo slaps. What you got? What's your
Nah,
last one?
nah, nah. My last one, honestly, I'm gonna have to give it up to my giant robots. Gundam Wing. John Crazy.
Yep,
Ooh,
yep.
He was absolutely
Spicy.
fire.
Tasteful third.
Yep.
that is spicy.
That, you know,
Oh my gosh.
the world government being in space. It was a space opera. It was beautiful. My man Sandra, I was getting hoed out though. I ain't like that. Unfortunate.
He was
That man was a baby the whole time.
Gundam
Yeah.
Seed.
My man,
wised up
they
at the
shot my man. They
Oh,
shot
yeah.
my man Quattro. Not him.
Quattro.
No.
Quattro.
Quattro.
Catcher was a
I
baby
said
the whole
Quattro.
time.
I said Quattro. I'm thinking Vegeta.
Yeah.
Quacha.
That was Quattro. Quattro was in what was it? He was in Z Gundam.
Yeah.
Zeta.
What you got, Jess?
I love Zeta.
So, because I didn't understand the question before, really quick, I do have my top 3. It's really hard. I'm with you. It's hard not to put Naruto on there, but I'm obviously Champloo because I talked about that a shit ton.
Champloo. Hell yeah.
And then Black Lagoon. And I gotta give it to Space Dandy.
I never heard of that.
I never watched it.
Space Dandy is my 3. So those
It was
are my
like-
top
I noticed it.
It was like Happy
I
Cowboy.
do notice.
Funny
Yeah, I
Cowboy
missed it.
Bebop.
What was the top there?
I do.
And Space Dandy.
I do notice, Jess, that you got a lot of Shinichiro Watanabe on your tops.
Oh yeah.
So
Name
me
drop.
and Danny, we were just watching Carolyn Tuesday. That's what we've been on over the past
Hell
2
yeah.
weeks.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely in that Shinichiro Watanabe
Yeah.
stuff. But anyway, I'll get to that later.
So I'll go ahead and rapid fire through my 3. Cause like I don't really think about this too much, but Naruto I want to say is on there, but I just like Rock Lee a lot, and
I just really like.
they screwed my man
Please,
over so much.
Hurricane.
They screwed him over the whole
They
show.
really hated. They were hating so hard. They were like, Naruto's gonna be determination, and they're
Oh.
like, well, this dude is literally all determination. That's his whole shtick. And they're
Yeah.
like, we must ruin him.
Just like, bro, come on.
They hate to
We
see
can't
it.
let him shine.
But I'll go ahead and put Boruto on there
Okay.
as like a half meme, because I know a lot of people aren't about it. But I'll
That
tell
is
you why.
true.
I'll tell you why. I'll finish off with that.
You better not say the manga, because they ain't gonna save you. We're talking about anime.
Yeah, the anime. I haven't seen the manga. I haven't read the manga, so I don't know. Boruto's on the list. I don't know what order. I'll probably put Pokemon on there just because it's been a big part of my childhood. Even though the episodes are super repetitive over and over again, thinking back to it now, but I'll throw that on there. Probably the first 3 seasons or so. And then lastly, dude, what else can I go to? I'll probably say Kuroko
Yu-Gi-Oh.
no Basket.
Is that
Like-
basketball?
Yeah, it's a
Wait,
basketball
what?
anime. Kuroko?
Oh, correct. You
Oh,
mean
Kuroko's
Kuroko?
basketball.
Yeah, so I said
Yeah.
Kuroko.
Okay,
I
I
thought you
haven't
said
seen that.
Kurobo.
Kurobo. It's a basketball anime, and it's like super
Three
over the
bells.
It's
top.
on.
That's
on
okay.
Netflix right now in English. If anybody wants to
Oh,
watch
is it really?
It's
Oh, it's
on
only the
Netflix?
first
Okay, cool.
25 episodes.
Dang, it's
It's
something, man.
It's still
It's
good though.
something.
I assume most of us have access to Crunchyroll or Hulu, so
It's free, so why not?
No, we had access to the tube
I think it's
sites,
on Hulu too.
and then they got rid of it.
Nice.
But yeah, I like sports anime a lot just because I'm pretty into sports.
IQ.
I haven't seen it. But
Yeah, I
I
like
need
it.
to
I
dive into
played
that.
volleyball, so that's like I love
Yes.
that show.
Mhm.
Played tons of volleyball.
I,
Yeah.
I
Until
like
they start
There's,
lying to you. They
Yeah.
start lying to you in season 2. I was like, yo, that's cheating.
Like the over the top stuff gets like to a point to where it seems like cheating, or it is cheating. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's
but for
cheat code.
Boruto, the reason why I like it so much, I think this might just be me overlooking stuff, but like the connection between Naruto and Boruto, them having parents in there, because like in Naruto we didn't see parents at all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on, I'm getting deep, a little bit deep here. Okay, and so
Do it up, bro.
I think like story wise, it's gonna get to a better place than Naruto actually was, because we see the parents that we grew up with, which were like pretty much our age as we were watching it, variable
shit.
like where we were at, and then we see them grow up to become parents themselves. And so to me, it's
That's
like
true.
once I become
That's good.
a parent, then like I'm seeing a lot of connections between how like there's an episode where Sakura was trying to teach Sarada something, and like she felt super insecure about like teaching her certain things. And we see these things that I think about today. Like if I become a parent and I'm going to be insecure about this certain thing, I'm going to have to be able to work through this, or like I'm going to be scared for my child, or I'm going to want them to do whatever they're doing like super well. And so like me stepping back, I wish you guys could see me right now. Stupid camera. Me like sitting back, stepping back, and like watching it from that angle. That's what's making me like enjoy it a little bit more.
I was gonna give them a little bit more context because I know what episode you're talking about.
Mhm.
Like just to like, and this is not really. This is like not even really a spoiler if you watch Boruto, but like one of the things like Sakura was teaching Sarada, it was during her Sharingan training, like Sarada wanted to basically get to where Sasuke was. He's like, oh, I wanted to get to Mangekyo like you, and Sarada was like, or Sakura was like, Sasuke, did you talk to her? He's like, look, you don't want what I got. You don't, because everybody, if you're a fan, you know how he got the Mangekyo. He said, you're not going through what your father went through to get this. Okay, yeah, you're my baby. You're staying at home. And she's like, no, mom, I want to train. He's like, oh, you want to train? We're gonna train my way. So they fought. And Sakura fought her seriously. I don't know why she was trying to kill her child, but you know, when Sakura gets serious, somebody dies. And normally that's a puppet, because that's what she normally hits. But oh god, yeah, that was a pretty decent episode. So basically, yeah, that was a growth period for Sarada, and Sakura was like, I'm not trying to let my baby grow up, and so she trained her like that.
Dude, it's freaking
Okay,
beautiful,
sorry.
man. And no, like that's
Yeah,
good
no, it was a
context.
good episode. That
Yeah.
was good. That was good anime.
And like
acting.
that's the
Good
reason why I like Boruto. It's just like, yeah, okay, it's slow right now, but like there's a lot of shows that are freaking slow. But like
Yeah.
Yeah.
once I started to see that, like
He was
we're going
fighting-
back to what we know, and then we're seeing the new dudes, and it's just like, yo, there's some growth here. I'm gonna be a parent one day, and I'm like, I understand this vibe, and like maybe other people that do have children, I don't think any of us have children yet, but like I feel like that's something that's gonna be easy to connect with.
Yeah. I haven't watched it. I need to watch it. I've watched all of Naruto, but I haven't watched Boruto yet.
Mhm.
But now I want to watch it.
Yeah.
You can let it stack a little bit longer. Like,
Yeah.
they have the
Let it
Boruto has
stack.
a good bit of episodes in it, but there are episodes that are like really good. Like they have a couple of good arcs, in my opinion. And they revisit a lot of villages as well, but you can assume what happened like between the movie, because they're like the first good bit, a couple of seasons to have, is before the movie.
Mhm.
Okay.
Like I think it's like the first two movies, or excuse me, first two seasons, or is before the Boruto movie. And then
Okay.
when they get to the Boruto movie portion, they go the manga route of that, which is pretty interesting. 'Cause I
Yeah.
didn't think they would do that, and I was like, oh snap! And then you see Sasuke and Naruto, I'm like, with Momoshiki, and I was like, okay, they threw that in for the fans because that was dope.
Do that for the fans.
Yeah, they did it for the fans. But we at this point we're waiting for them to get to Kawaki,
Yeah.
the
And then time
antagonist from the
skip.
beginning. Oh my
It's-
gosh,
it's
it's
go-
taking forever because they teased Kawaki and then they decided to like, okay, we're going into filler.
Bro, that's why
It's
we're spoiled at this point. Like
Yeah.
now we're just like, all right, man, I want the heat. I want the heat from day one. If I don't
Yeah.
get the heat,
Because
then
you know
I'm out.
Naruto, they take their time to get to the point.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
They take
the manga's pretty much like they already introduced Kawaki and they got well into the part where we're getting close to the beginning of the series of Boruto. So like right now I'm have anxiety waiting till February 20th because I need to know what happened to my boy. Because we're pretty much there in the manga and I'm just like,
All right, look
so
at
I swear. And Jill's gonna be sad what happened to Sasuke.
One Piece.
I'm gonna just make this
Sorry.
quick because I do kind of have like a question I want to ask Jess while we're here, or while she's here, and we're talking about anime and how it's impacted us and influenced us.
Mhm.
So real quick, my top three. Obviously, my number one. I'm pretty sure everybody's seen this coming from a mile away. It's Cowboy Bebop.
Mhm.
And it's just because like Cowboy Bebop, just like from top to bottom, you got like short, self-contained, individual episodic stories that are lighthearted and you can just watch in one sitting and be satisfied with. You have an overarching story with really subtle undertones and like subtext that you have to like go back and catch on your like second and third watch throughs. It's 26 episodes long, so you don't gotta be like in there with like 100 plus episodes watching a whole bunch of filler arcs and whatnot. The music is great. The animation still holds up for it coming out in 97. And it's just I just think it's a great anime. And it's definitely influenced different types of shows and pop culture in general. And it's probably my favorite Steve Bloom voice role, hands down. And just the music is phenomenal. I was listening to the Real Folk Blues in the car. I usually listen to all my music on shuffle, because I'm a madman, and then I went from like Post Malone to Real Folk Blues, and I was just like, the rest of the ride was just beautiful. But
Yeah.
number 2, and I'm gonna make this a mix of like my favorites and what I consider to be the best, like the most influential. DBZ is number 2 for me, just because I feel like that's a lot of people's gateway into anime, especially people our age. Without DBZ, we would not have the popularization of anime in the West as we know it.
Yeah.
You know, and like say what you want about DBZ, about whether it is or isn't the best or the most popular, but I think there's 3 anime that are responsible for anime being successful in the United States, and they are DBZ, Pokemon, and Sailor Moon. Like without those 3 shows, we would not have the climate we do right now
Yu-Gi-Oh too.
regarding anime.
I would say I would argue Yu-Gi-Oh's in there,
Yeah.
but I guess it
Yeah,
all
Yu-Gi-Oh
depends
for
on.
card games.
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh
But
is the card game kingpin.
but and then my number 3, I know you're probably expecting me to say Bleach, but I'm gonna go with G Gundam just because it's
Fuck
cheesy
yeah.
and campy.
Fuck yeah.
And
Fuck yeah, bro.
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
cheesy.
Oh man.
It's cheesy.
What a-
It's campy. It's basically like Street Fighter with robots. And it's ridiculous. It's over the top, and it's just the epitome of the '90s. You know, and I think that's why I love it. But and I don't want to like get too like into a thing if you got like a certain order of the things you want to talk about. So
Yeah, do it up.
What you got next?
So when I'm talking about like the kind of anime that have influenced in certain ways and introduced us to certain genres and types of anime we like, and Jess, you said something earlier about being a woman, especially coming up in the 90s when anime wasn't mainstream yet, when it was still kind of this niche thing. I want to get your take on what it's like coming up, because I know that like a lot of nerdy things and like nerd occupied spaces are very hostile towards women in general. They can be very hostile, they can be very misogynistic. So I want to know what it was like, because I know there's that weird, oh well, she's like that 1 in a million girl who likes anime, and I know that that's kind of a weird thing to say because it's not actually 1 in a million girls. We feel like it's 1 in a million because we make we feel like it's 1 in a million because we give all the women who actually do like anime a really hard time. So I just kind of want you. I'm not trying to put you on the spot if you don't want to talk about it.
No, you're fine.
Honestly, but I'm kind of interested in what you have to say about that.
Anime? Like growing up and liking
just
anime like before it was really like now, I'm old now, like nobody cares what I like now, but I definitely struggled like when I was growing up. Like I moved schools because like I got bullied so much. Like I was such a little dork, and all I did was like watch Pokemon and Sailor Moon. And I remember one of the things that got me really into art was Spirited Away and like Totoro and stuff. And my mom bought those for me at a video store. That's how old I am. That was closing down back in the day.
Got the Blockbuster discount.
The Blockbuster discount.
I still have video,
and they do still say like at the movies. I remember the name of it, but I got bullied pretty hardcore for what I liked when I was growing up, and even into high school, like I kind of dialed it back a little bit just because when you get to that age, like sucks getting made fun of and kind of being like the odd person out. But I mean, I still rocked it. I still rocked my Sailor Moon, like all that stuff. But yeah, it was definitely tough. I didn't really struggle too much with having like dudes be kind of rude to me about what I liked. I experienced that probably the most like playing card games and stuff. I used to play Magic a little bit, and I had some dudes be pretty rude to me during Magic and during Pokemon and stuff. So Other than that,
Do you-
though, nothing too bad. Just when I was younger, I had a hard time because I was a really weird kid on top of liking stuff like that nobody else liked, and like I never listened to the same music because I liked like anime music and I liked, I don't know, I was a really introverted kid. So
You're on
Do
YouTube
you,
looking up anime openings and putting them on your PSP.
Bro, that's good music.
I knew he was going there.
That's good
Yo,
music.
that's how the PSP was
Wait,
loaded up
say it
with
again?
all the. I said you were looking up anime openings on YouTube and downloading them and putting them on your PSP.
yeah, remember the first
Yeah.
iPod?
Yep.
Yeah.
The
I
dinosaur?
had it loaded with tunes.
Yes.
What else you
I
got,
wish
Liggett?
I still had my PSP.
Yeah.
I would have so many.
What you got, Liggett?
do you feel like it's better now for kids growing up right now who are getting into anime and I'm asking for two different reasons. One, because anime is so much more mainstream
Yeah.
and so accessible.
Yeah.
And the other reason I'm asking is just because the social climate is so much different and more progressive and open-minded than when we were kids.
Yeah.
So do you think that there's still a lot of kids having a lot hard time, or do you think, or not even just kids, but I'm just speaking from like an observational standpoint in terms of like women in nerdy culture, because you're a cosplayer, right? So you definitely deal with a lot of that type of stuff.
I deal with it a lot still too, especially the type of cosplay I do now.
Right.
I do more sexy stuff, and people tend to either really like it or really, really hate it.
Right. So do you? I guess what I'm asking is, do you feel like the toxicity in like anime and cosplay has gotten better over time, or do you think it's worse, or do you think it just depends on what part of it you pay attention to?
I guess it really does just depend on what part of it you pay attention to. I know that like in some like anime circles, people can be a little more aggressive. Like I remember like the fairy tale, like when fairy tale was really big, because I love fairy tale. Just I don't know, I just like it. And when that was really big, I feel like sometimes the fairy tale crew was a little aggressive with like who they shipped and would be kind of like rude to people that didn't agree with them.
No. Do you remember the Homestuckers?
Yes, I never was it a game?
Oh.
Hey,
Is it a visual thing?
What even was
it a
that?
game or was
It was a
comic.
It's a web comic. Yeah, it was a web
Yeah.
comic.
It was like 500 episodes.
Or something like that.
It was so weird, yo. Like it was. So
they always
weird.
reminded me of candy corns. The horns.
Little candy horns.
Little candy corns.
Some of them
Otakon. When we met at Otakon,
like
though, that was the most prevalent thing, I think.
It was huge.
Huge.
They had we went to Katsucon one, and it was like 2013, I think. That's our first Katsucon, right? Like
yeah, it was 13.
So we went there, and they occupied a whole corner of Katsu. Like they took over a whole hallway section. You walk down.
That's a lot of people.
And they kind of just looked at you like.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you're not in gray body paint and horns. You don't belong here.
You're not in.
Get out.
In here. It was like,
if you don't mind.
It was like a dark world over there, and that's where my secret toilet was. And it was tight of
Yeah.
Secret toilet.
So, yeah, I know what corner you're talking about too.
And then real quick, whenever you guys are done talking, I would like to just talk about like some honorable mentions, and then you guys say if you like them or not, or what you have to say.
We'll get to it.
Topic, mate.
Yeah, no worries.
We'll get to it. We'll get to it at the end.
Yeah.
Last thoughts.
I wasn't trying to take over your thing, Tyler. I was just
No, that was really the next thing I was going to bring up, as far as like how things are being received and whatnot. No apologies needed, man. We're discussing stuff. We're good.
I think overall, though, I would like to think that it's gotten better and friendlier, but I don't really know. I keep to myself so much. Like most of like my con friends that I've been friends with them for so long. I haven't really tried to like break into any new groups. And when I go to Comic-Con now, I usually go with my friend Liz, and they're really bomb. She makes wallets out of recycled comic book and manga pages and like art book pages. and she
Yeah.
makes a bunch of stuff. So I just help her now. So I haven't really been in trying to get into new groups in a convention in such a long time, or even like online or anything. So I want to say it's gotten better, though. I hope it has.
Well, I'm definitely glad to have you here and have your take and your perspective on it. Because I think it's important, from a representation standpoint, and we do need to address, like what we have fun with the positives, but we also should address the negatives and the toxicity and the bullying and the misogyny.
Yeah.
So.
I think it's hard with online now too, because most people present such a different person than they really are on the internet. So it's like when you meet someone in person, sometimes like they think they can be like a little more, I don't know what the word is, like they think they know how you are, but you're not really like that. So I feel like having like the internet and then meeting people in person has brought an interesting like perspective to con culture too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's kind of true. Yeah.
Do you get a lot of dudes who because I noticed you posted like a Naruto cosplay in the last 2 days today.
Yeah, my sexy jutsu.
Do you still do you get like a lot of dudes in your comments claiming that you don't know the character just because you're doing like a sexy version of it, or is that like a problem you deal with a lot?
It's a problem I used to deal with. But I feel like as far as anime goes, I have been able to like shut a lot of that down. And me personally, I usually only cosplay characters that I really like and I feel like I have like a connection with or whatever. So I don't deal with that like I used to. But I do have some people like, oh, do you even watch anime? I'm like, yes. Like for like literally my whole life. I don't know why people ask that, but
You're supposed to
do.
know every single aspect of every single detail of every single episode, page number, everything.
Right.
Like
page number.
Because I definitely feel that way. Like right now, I'm like I know what I like and why I like certain pieces of anime, but like I don't know every single detail of all the shows I watch.
Right.
So like I definitely understand that.
Like
people can be really mean online.
Like with that interpretation, like I can appreciate that you cosplay what you like, but my biggest cry.
Dead.
Oh, I can't hear you.
Yeah.
You cut out for a second.
Yeah.
Sit
I
down.
wonder if he knows he cut out.
Probably
He's
not.
probably still talking.
I think he's still talking
Oh, he's
because it's still like blinking green. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
What's your thoughts on that? Look at because I know
like what do you mean? It's
us growing up, being black, being nerds.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, and then like being
no, you cut out.
no, we just said that we probably thought you were still talking.
We
and
like
didn't...
lost everything you said.
Okay, I'll say what I said before whenever you guys finish your topic.
Right.
But to Tevin, to your question, as being black, honestly, being any sort of being any part of any marginalized group in any aspect of nerd culture is always different because especially like in cosplay, because I remember getting into cosplay for the first time, I really getting involved in it, and I was like, oh man, I can't cosplay this character because they're not black. And I remember picking costumes specifically around whether or not I could hide like all my skin and my face or not, because people were kind of dicks. And it's like, oh, if your costume could be 100% accurate, but because you're black, oh, that's not Vegeta. That's the hood Vegeta. That's like the black Vegeta. You know what I mean? And I'm like, bro, why can't I just be Vegeta? You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's like, like my craftsmanship could be on point, like my presentation. I know everything about the fandom, but just because I don't look exactly like the character, it's like I'm not accepted the same way as like other people are. And I feel like it's the same way sometimes for women. It's the same way sometimes for LGBT folks. But it's definitely something that I was very conscious of starting cosplay, that I'm
Mhm.
a lot less conscious of now, because I definitely lean more towards cosplaying what I want now,
Yeah.
or characters that sometimes I'll jump on a trend if a character gets really popular and somebody hits my DMs like, oh, you look kind of like this character. I'm like, all right, well maybe I'll do a little bit of
Yeah.
research and see if I want to cosplay him or not. But I mean, I think a lot of that too has to deal with us being younger back then, and the con
Yeah.
scene as a whole being younger and immature versus like a lot of people who molded convention culture into what it is are older now than they were back then. So I
Yeah.
feel like the atmosphere has grown up as a result.
Yeah.
But I definitely do think that women and people of color and LGBT folks, they definitely do have a hard time in these kind of nerdy spaces because
Yeah.
there aren't a lot of I mean it's Japan and it's anime, so there's still not really a whole lot of black characters in anime that aren't drawn as like jokes or whatever, so we
Right.
don't get the cool costumes or the cool character designs.
Really? I don't know,
If
man.
we're
There's some
even
cool.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's cool ones, but it's still few and
Yeah.
far between. And I think that the main reason for me personally, because I cosplay, but I don't cosplay a lot of anime characters. Like I mostly stick to like video games and comics
Mhm.
because
There's more representation.
usually, yeah, there's more representation just because of the difference in Western versus Eastern culture. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like there aren't that many. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, you're fine. I was just gonna tell you, as far as like not having a lot of black characters in anime, like I totally feel that. It is like I wish there was more, first of all, but I wanted to tell you, if you've ever seen one of my good friends, Terry Huddleston, I'm really good friends with his wife. He draws, like he does tons of art. If you saw his art, you probably would recognize it from Comic Cons. But
Okay.
it's really cool. He'll do like different races of the anime character, and he'll do like a photo or like what's the word, like a drawing of each of them. And I noticed
Yeah.
that's pretty cool because people are starting to like cosplay his characters and like taking pictures with him, and like he has like a really cool Sailor Moon, and like her puffs are like part of her afro, and she's super cute and sexy, and I've seen girls starting to cosplay her. So I think that's something that's pretty cool, that like artists have the power to change that, like because you can just cosplay fan art too.
Right.
So I think that's pretty bomb.
Yeah, I have been seeing a lot of fan art cosplays popping up, which is really cool. Like those urban Teen Titans. I remember seeing it from Piccolo. You
Yeah.
ever
Piccolo,
see the artist
yeah.
Piccolo?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people have been cosplaying like those kids version of the Teen Titans and stuff like that, and those are really cool outfits because
Yeah.
it's got Robin wearing Jordans, wearing some ones. All the fits are really really dope. So, and I like it. And a lot of those artists that do stuff like you end up seeing like samurai stuff or ninja stuff. It's really cool. Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I gotta go. So I just want to leave you with some anime that really touched me, and I'm going. I feel like growing up, I was very embarrassed to say I liked anime, to people, because I thought girls would look down on me, whatever. And getting older, I just learned that I like what I like.
Mm-hmm.
And then some anime. I love the anime. Black Cat, Iki Tosen, Housing Ultimate, maybe
Yeah.
called him, Vampire Hunter D. I like Baki. I'm trying to think. There's some anime that I know like not many people know about. I think so. I just want to just give a shout out to that anime stuff too. So.
Hell yeah. Hellsing is bomb.
Housing Ultimate is fucking.
Hellsing Ultimate, yeah.
Yeah. So I have to go, but I just want to say I love all you guys. Thanks for the opportunity. Nice to meet you, Jess. And
nice to meet you.
Yeah.
All right, man.
All you guys.
Thanks for showing up,
God
man.
bless.
See you, Nate.
Oh, you man. All the time, man. Love you guys. Bye.
Yes, sir.
What you got?
I don't know why we all stopped.
No, I was wondering if you took the I see everybody froze.
Yo,
Everybody
why
froze.
is it
Am I
frozen?
frozen?
Shadow
No,
letting
we're
everyone know.
Yeah,
I see
I,
we're
y'all.
I
good.
think like just back to that a little bit. I think like the fan art that people are starting to make and like just expanding like like even like the gender bend stuff, like just making it different so it's like more inclusive for everyone. Like you can have like a reference
Yeah.
photo.
Oh, yeah,
I just think it's cool. And I
So
think
funny
people
story
are
about
getting more accepting.
so funny story about gender bend cosplay because how Danny does the gender bend Vegeta,
Yes.
and
Those
so
tops you make are so nice.
So you did it. You did it already.
if you want one, let me know. I'll make you one.
Plug.
But but
The plug.
but
I want one too.
nah,
You saying armor, bro?
all right, I got you.
Yes.
But now I did the gender bend Bulma, right? And like I didn't even wear a wig. Like I legitimately dyed my hair
Hell
blue for
yeah.
that. And just like the type of comments I was getting versus the comments she was getting were just kind of really wild to look at, because it's like, first of all, you got, oh, you're a dude dressing up as Bulma, you must be, girly or whatever, feminine, blah 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 blah. So I had those guys, and then on top of that, it was like, oh, you're black and a dude dressing up as a female character, like, what's going on here? So like that was my first time really being exposed to like really negative comments in cosplay.
Yeah.
So
It's shitty. People
Oh,
are just
yeah.
assholes.
People suck.
but
man.
People suck.
What else?
but I do like the um I do like the fact that artists are kind of giving cosplayers a space to feel more comfortable and more creative,
Mhm.
though. That's super dope,
Yeah.
because I definitely see a lot of fan art for different things, and just people's different headcanons that are getting cosplayed. Because sometimes people will do photo shoots, and instead of doing like scenes or panels from like the manga or whatever, or the show, they'll just try to recreate somebody's fan art, and a lot of the
Yeah.
times that ends up going way more viral than just any random pose or whatever from the
Yes.
show.
No, I totally agree. And like I think it's fun because like I don't know, it just like lets you be more creative, that there's like more options out there. So I feel like even like I've kind of like taken a step and like come up with my own concepts, and sometimes they don't do that well, but other times people really like them. So it's cool to see. That stinks. Like
I
that's
don't
lame.
want
You were getting hate comments though, because I love your guys' cosplays,
to.
especially
Thank you.
dyeing the
You as
hair.
well.
That's the commitment.
Hate comics, man, or hate comments, man. That hurts.
Hate
I
comments.
did Red X for my very first cosplay, and I struggled with it. But
Now
it's pretty legit.
I remember meeting you.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
100%.
Yes.
I remember
Yes.
it. I was like, oh.
Yeah. My Red X costume was pretty dope, but the first time I
Yeah.
did it, first of all, I didn't pick the mask, so it was like the color of the Wonder Flex, which was still like white, but it was leaning towards clear. But it was decent. It wasn't good. It was decent. I was in the Zentai suit. That suit. First of all, this was a time where I wasn't thinking, and I did not wear any compression with the Zentai suit, and it was just like, yeah, we was out there.
Wait,
We
was
was
it
in the
rubbing?
world.
You gotta get those
No.
spanks.
We were in the world.
He was hot.
Spanks
And
are
that's
the
that's
secret to
that's not
cosplay.
positive.
It was like, oh, it's a black suit. Oh, okay.
I don't need to wear anything. What are you doing?
Yeah, and it
What
was.
are you doing?
And it's at Katsucon, so it's cold because it's February, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm just
Wasn't,
out there in these streets. Kat was there with
like,
me.
you-
She took a
didn't
bunch
you-
of
didn't you
pictures.
have- You had the whole
Yeah,
suit on, so your
you
head
couldn't
was
see
like
my-
puffing out in the back.
My head was
His
puffing
hair,
out because
his hair.
yeah, my hair. I had dreads still. They were shorter, but like
Yeah.
obviously the Zentai suit is trying to contain all of it. I didn't want to have my hair out, so it looked like I had a big alien head.
Yeah, that was
So,
like
kind
alien
of-
Oh
My head was kind of like bowl like. It was weird. I should have just.
Zentai suits are a trip.
Oh yeah, there is too much, and I didn't have it in a wave cap at that point, so it was just real ugly. I kind of looked like Gumby, at some point.
My
Gumby.
boy Gumby.
Whatever angle. Anyway, getting to the hateful comments. You remember that there was this guy that used to walk around this bumblebee, big bumblebee suit.
I already know who. I already knew you
He
were going
also
to
had
talk
an
about this.
overdrive suit. That was yeah. So anyway, dude, me and Light are over here just like goofing off in the atrium area. I think we're by like where the piano's at, and we're walking underneath this giant bumblebee dude comes up on us. He was like, yo, you got some really good costumes. And I was like, thank you. You do too. He was like, yeah, man, you're really awesome. And points down. He said, except your shoes. I was wearing black Converse. He said, except your shoes. Points this big ass robot finger directly at my toe. I looked down. I looked up at him. He was walking away. I was like,
Those cosplay
And see-
elitists, man. I tell you what.
He was so sad.
And see,
imagine
that's
somebody in
kind
a
of
big
interesting.
robot suit, like massive, and he points down at you and says, "Accept your shoe." Like,
At least he didn't transform it
Inside.
that way.
Yeah.
That would've been worse.
They're just crawling.
That's kind of interesting, I think, though, because
Did he
I think that can be
transport
tied. I think that can be tied not even specifically to cosplay, but just anime in general, and how you have somebody who's trying to get into something for the first time, and they're like really excited and passionate about it, and they get out there into it. It's like, all right, I'm gonna find other people who like the things I like, and we're gonna have a good time. And then somebody makes them feel like shit. They might not even trying to. They might not even be trying to do it.
You got to make
But
sure
you
to like
still
it the right way.
You know what I mean?
If they approach you, I think they have the intention of doing that.
But
Like out of the, oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry to cut
sucks.
you off.
no, you're good. But I just I think that can be tied back to cosplay or anime, just anything nerdy in general. Talk about like
You talking about gatekeeping, basically?
Yeah, like
yeah,
gatekeeping.
just basically gatekeeping. And it's like, you got all these people, like all this cool nerdy stuff that we love growing up is so much more accessible and it's out there. It's so much easier to find and enjoy now. But we
Yeah.
still have all these people who are like, oh, if you don't, who's your favorite character? Oh, well, that's the wrong character to like. You must not really like, or blah, 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 blah. Or you just like the show for the fan art, or you know what I mean? Or you're not really, oh, your KD ratio is whack, so you're not really good at the game, blah, blah,
Right.
blah, blah. So, it's
It'd be fun.
unfortunate.
Or you
You're
just
not
suck
good
at
at the game. Your KD is up. Your KD is trash. You're not good at it.
But I don't, it's just, you know what I meant though. You know what I was getting at.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah,
It's
no,
gatekeeping.
it's. I get like most of my hate comments are because just because I do more sexy cosplay. Like people are just, like I said, they either love it or they hate it, and they feel like they need to be like, you probably don't even like this. You just want the attention or blah blah blah, like whatever it might be. And I'm kind of like, just find some peace in your life and
Yeah.
heal whatever hurt you.
If you're
and-
about it, then you're
I think-
about it. Like that's.
I think what you
that's
should
it.
do next time, you take a
Mhm.
sexy photo, right? And then
Yeah.
how Instagram works, you take the photo and then you do the next picture, and then you have them swipe right, and then it'll be a quiz, multiple choice of all of the anime that you're cosplaying. It said, I know this, and then here's the key in the next picture, and see that I got the quiz right because I do watch it. So just so you know,
Like,
they,
see,
it'll save them the
motherfucker,
trouble.
you know.
It'll be a front shot, and then they flip over, and then they see the quiz. He was like, "Oh, I expected a back shot. No, this is the quiz because I know you're going to
This
question
is
me."
the
when you
quiz.
get it."
Come on.
So
And then you get the back shot. If
then you get
pass
the back
And then
easy. Helping you out next time.
Content.
But getting back to the cosplay thing, is that you guys know? Well, Jess may not know. I cosplayed before. I think my very first one. Liggett, you helped me with Hay.
Yeah, from Darker Than Black.
From Darker Than Black. Oh.
Yeah. And it was the
Love
same
that
deal.
Yo, my man's wig thow.
Yeah, oh,
I
no,
wish
my-
I
my
saw
wig
pictures
was
of that
point.
wig. That wig.
Mom was mad at that wig, boy. I had the hair. Oh, but anyway.
Let me find it. Where
But
is go home and go get it.
like
It's at the house.
I actually surprisingly got buzzed for that one. Like I was a little surprised because it was like kind of I want to say half-assed on the
Pure.
wig part because I didn't really style it. I just kind of was like, Hayes hair is kind of like this, except it's a little too long. I'm not gonna trim it because I may mess it up. So I just like kind of had like a long wig that like kind of went down here.
Yeah.
And it was oh god, yeah. And then I received that one pretty well, or the crowd did. Like I got
Yeah.
3 pictures that year, which was a big thing for me. But a couple years ago, we did My Hero. We did My Hero cosplay. Like my fiance
Hell
and
yeah.
her friend. I went
Oh,
as
see,
Midoriya.
I did that with y'all, but I had to work, so I was tired.
Yeah,
Aw.
yeah. You had to work. You weren't there.
I had to work the convention. I worked the convention.
Okay.
was
So I went as
doing
Midoriya. I thought it was legit. Like she went as Froppy. Now I warned her. I was like, look, you're going as everybody's fat material, so you're probably gonna get stopped. So make sure you know we're there. Now me. Oh, I thought you were me. So me and her friend, like we're people of color and she's Asian. So yeah, more people are gonna stop her. So we were walking together and then I remember this girl stopped seeing her and he's like, oh my god, I love your cosplay. And then she was like, what about his? And now my outfit looks dope. Everything looks dope. I had my hair green, I had the dye, I had the contacts
Hell
in. I had my like the dye wasn't even like half-assed. It was like as good as Liggett's was. And like I could dig up the picture somewhere. I don't know where I stuck it, but I'll show you guys later. I'll post it in the Discord. But I thought I looked dope, and this girl happens to say, "Oh yeah, it looks good," and I'm just like, "What? All the effort we put in this?" Like, I went as Midoriya. Her friend went as Momo. Like her Momo, like she made a quarter of her suit herself. Like
Hell yeah.
my fiance and I, we got ours from Mick Costumes, and then we
Mhm.
kind of like tweaked it to make it like fit better, and or we added a couple things.
I'm so
That's
mad we
what I
didn't
do
get
too.
pictures together
Yeah,
because
so
I was Aizawa.
like
Like,
so like I felt cool. I felt dope wearing the outfit, and somebody just like it's good. I was like, oh,
All
it's
right.
not good. It's good because of my skin color. Like I shaved and everything. I cleaned up
Yeah.
to look like close to the character, and I only got one acknowledgement from a black kid. He's like, yo, that's dope. He's like, I like that. And I was like, I'm not black version. I was like, that's a good Midoriya. That's what they said. And I was like, that's a good
Hell
decade.
yeah.
But you know, you win some, you lose some. Like as far as like being a person of color, because I don't like to conform to it, like being like the hood version of a character. Like I
Yeah.
just want to be the character.
Yeah.
But because you know I want to cosplay what I like, but if what I like happen to be not my skin color, then you know I know I'm gonna catch some flack for it. But I don't know. That was just my experience for it.
Yeah. I feel like people like we were saying before, like people just it's like I don't know. And I feel like too, a lot of the times like I think about like it kind of depends on who I'm cosplaying, like who would come up to me, I guess. I feel like if you're cosplaying somebody like really popular or maybe just somebody's favorite character, they're gonna like freak out. Or somebody that's even not that well known. Like I'm trying to think who I've done that's popular that I get stopped for a lot. Like any kind of like bunny outfit, I get stopped for nonstop. But then if I'm in like, you know, I don't even know, then nobody cares.
Or even
one year we did go to a Otakon, and I seen I don't remember if you were there, but I think Gio was there. I seen a Suna, and I was like, Suna, and it was like this girl
saw that.
like with the Bongola gloves and all that. I was like, stop, I need to take a picture. Because Hitman Reborn was on and popping for me at that point in time. I was like, I stopped every Suna that I'd seen. I was like, I don't care how you look, I'm taking your picture.
Taking a picture. I remember one that I was really excited about, like I still really like Full Metal Brotherhood because it was like,
Ooh.
and I read the manga. I really got into it. There was a Barry the Chopper somewhere, and I was like, because I think he's so funny and just like so stupid on that show. So I had to get like 5 pictures with him.
I think one year we seen a Barry the Chopper. He had his head off. I don't know who was with me. He was in the game room.
Oh, I love that. Good old Barry.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. Honestly though, like the first time I really got a lot of hate comments, I did an Emma Frost, and I did it topless. I don't know if, like, I posted it. This was a couple years ago. It was like the first sexy photo I ever posted, and I got so many mean comments on the first one I posted. Like, I just was like, I thought you were different. I didn't think you were cosplay slut.
You were the chosen one.
I would say
Mind your business.
you would give a hate comment on a topless photo. You just be like,
Don't see titties and be like, no.
And I'm kind of like, you know what, you guys, like, Emma Frost would totally do a topless photo shoot. So don't even play with me.
Would.
She
It's
would.
like, oh man, I was scrolling through Instagram, I seen this girl's boobs, and then my whole day is ruined.
Yeah. I love them.
you had to grab my Bible on my nightstand.
So many. I remember I got like 300 unfollows, and I was just so like.
I bet you were like confused.
Titties, damn.
Like, they really don't want titties?
You guys are confusing. You say when it's covered, you're fine. When it's on, you're just like, I'm done. I can't look at this at work. No, come on.
And I just remember I was so sad because it was like the first time I had the confidence to actually like post topless, and I obviously had it blanked out for Instagram, but just like it got so many comments, and a lot of like really good comments too, but there were so many like dudes just being rude and girls being rude, and like I was just like, y'all need to find something better to do with your time. Just hit that like button and move on.
It's hit that like button and move on. Save the photo and
just stop here. Click.
Keep scrolling.
Save the photo and be gone.
Already.
So they'll do better on Reddit.
Man, don't do that.
They'll wow out.
They turn into a whole different person.
That is
you have to be careful with IG now. They're strict.
Yeah.
It's like little kids and everything popping up. Oh, he's saying IG.
Oh, IG is strict. Yeah, they shut it down.
Strict. Yeah.
They shutting it down for everybody.
All right. Well, on that note, I'm not sure if there's anything else you guys want to get into, but I think we should wrap this up.
Oh,
any closing vibes? What you guys
closing
got?
Vibes, closing energy.
I forgot about Face Day Night. I forgot to say that. Face Day Night, not honorable mention. I may want to do that.
Oh my god! Why didn't we talk about that?
Because that's dedicated for a whole episode. That's why.
That's a whole episode. Yeah.
I'm down for that.
We're gonna just talk about this is just top 3 or whatever. We're not talking about the whole thing where we just go back and forth saying who we hate, who we like, and why did Lancer always have to die. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
That is some good shit though. Well, I want to tell you guys thank you so much for having me on. I had a blast. This was so much fun.
Thank you for coming.
Yes, thank you.
Awesome.
Definitely
remember the quiz. Remember the quiz.
If you pass, you get a booty shot in your DM.
If you pass, you get pass. I can rhyming cells.
I definitely want to thank you for coming on. I think it's important to have different types of representation and different types of people, given their different perspectives.
Perspective cornball.
But I just want to say thank you, and I appreciate you coming out, and I appreciate your love for all things Shinichiro Watanabe.
Specifically.
But yeah, it's a really good time, and if you're interested in coming back and do it again,
I would love to. This was so much fun.
Yeah, cool. It's good to hear.
We can talk about Fate.
Talk about cake. It's fun.
You get Neil in
I
here.
like cake.
Boy, if you could get Neil in here, I'd be so down for that. That'd be a good
I'd be
time.
down to see
Neil
Neil.
has a Discord.
Does he?
He'll just be sneaky.
Yeah.
All right, you
Yeah,
guys
but
got
thank
any?
you guys so much. This was so much fun. I can't wait to come on again.
All right, thank you.
So you guys have anything, and then we can do some shout outs and call it good.
Yeah. I don't really have anything. As far as shout outs go, just the usuals. I'm gonna start trying to make TikToks, or at least I'm gonna start trying to repost my own TikToks. So Tev already follows me, but on TikTok it's light_strife. So it's just light and then an underscore and strife. But I got like 4 or 5 TikToks on there. I'm gonna try to do like comedy sketches and nerdy theme type stuff and see if I can play around with that a little bit. Follow me on Instagram, again, the same thing, light_strife. And then on Twitter, where I post all the raunchy shit. So,
No.
and then
In the
follow
shadow
Madness
realm.
Diamond. Follow Madness Diamond. You know,
Yes,
she's
follow her.
she hit 25K on TikTok a little bit long ago.
Damn, TikTok famous.
So, and then follow this. I don't know where she is, but on my screen, but she's up here for me.
Point to
So
your
follow
right.
follow JessicaFayeAB. Follow her on all the socials. So that's all I got.
AAB.
Yeah.
So what do you? So go ahead. You want to plug your socials and all that?
Who, me?
Yeah, Jess.
Yes, Jess.
Oh, I was like, well, my Twitter, my TikTok, I do have a Reddit, but I don't know if you want to follow that. So I do have
Follow
a
the
Reddit.
Reddit, let them know. Don't follow that Reddit.
I get on Reddit, you know.
Follow that Reddit. Give him the Reddit like
She is on
Gotta
Reddit.
get the
How dare
Reddit.
you?
But, so all my socials are all JessicaFayeAB. And AB stands for
Damn.
Anime Babe.
Oh, I was wondering what that was about.
I was wondering what
What's that
Yeah.
AB? It's
Just
random.
like the alphabet.
Oh, you didn't know that.
I didn't know that. What you got, Gio?
I did no research when I got on the show. I just popped up. That's what he said. Hey, anyway, my name on most platforms now will probably say Sasuke, who's sauce as an SAUCE, like soy, K like kites.
What?
Who? Like, who are you? Twitter. My Twitter is very new. I kind of randomly just repost stuff. But also follow my SoundCloud. That's also Sasuke. And it's also going to be Corporate Thugs, and Corporate Thugs on everything. That's where me and my boy make music at, and we DJ. So definitely follow those. We got some stuff happening soon. Big things popping. Keep saying.
Tinto.
All right. He talking about big things. 2025. That's when I'm dropping my mixtape. Right? Shining Manor.
Shining Manor.
I'm gonna be done with school, so I'm gonna
table set.
I'm gonna put time into music. Table Manners album is gonna be dropping 2025. It's gonna be after the wedding. So
She's
it's gonna be
taking
on
you
point, I'm telling
seriously,
you.
but
No,
he's-
you better. I appreciate that.
I'm like,
I appreciate that because what's gonna happen? Somebody's gonna send. Gio's gonna send me. Gio's gonna send me something. He's gonna send me a sample, and I'm gonna blow that up.
I'm
I'm gonna get Young Dave on it.
You'll get Young
I'm
Dave.
I'm gonna get the Young Dave on it. Yeah, we're gonna be
start
on it.
start a TikTok. You could be a TikTok trend with the music, like a
Ooh.
dance.
I should probably do that when that mixtape drops.
When that mixtape drops.
I got it. My alter ego's about. He's itching to get out. I've been writing. I got a book.
Bro.
Oh my god.
Yo, after school is like the best time to do it. Honestly.
Yeah.
It's like all the
Dude, I
suppressed
know-
energy, you can push it out to other things.
I know one of my friends. I played volleyball with him. He has 400,000 on TikTok.
Hell yeah.
That's crazy.
Crazy. Never even known. Never even known. But I can see it now.
Yeah.
Wow. Goofy. But anyway,
TikTok's cool because I feel like there's still like a lot of organic growth opportunity as opposed to like IG and Twitter. Like I feel like it's like harder on there just because they're older platforms. And I think TikTok is like the future, honestly. And I think video is like the future of social media.
Quick video too. It's what made Vine so successful and what made
Yeah.
Dub Smash super successful.
Yeah.
TikTok is literally just souped up Dub Smash.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. So on that note, all I gotta say is follow the podcast, the channel on YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch. Follow Perspective. That is PERSPEKTEV. And I appreciate all you guys being here. You guys making this
Thank
thing
you.
a lot more eventful,
Thank
a
you.
lot more exciting. Even Nate, sad you left a little bit early, but you know, get that food.